fight again, and you guys were enjoying your time in the bathhouse. However, one of your friends was not having as good a time in the bathhouse as the rest of you and has fallen to the ground. I believe that you hear his screams of pain, and you guys are now surrounding him.
Yeah.
And we will pull that map up in. Yes.
Which one of my friends is screaming on the ground in the shower?
X.
How many of your friends usually end up screaming on the ground in the shower?
I don't know. That was going to be the first one, I thought.
All right, good. That's all I want to know. I just got to make sure this isn't like a normal occurrence.
Which one? But it was X, right? I know he took some burns from the thing. Well, out of character, I know that.
Right.
Some burns from the what?
X was trying to resist whatever hold was over him, and
right.
he took some psychic damage because of that.
Right. Okay.
My ears and nose are bleeding.
Right.
All right,
yeah.
and I'm going to.
No, I would quickly ask, like, what's wrong?
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
He has a house. I'm not going to have a non-scene not have a house. That's what you're waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
So we have X. And we're going to have his friends looking ever so frightened around him. Yeah, I just hope that Zonk didn't go to sleep.
Oh, did he have a shift today?
No, I say he didn't have to work. But, he might have fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you guys are up here.
Oh, that is such a nice pool.
I don't have control over me.
You don't?
Me neither.
I know why.
I will put myself there though.
Oh, yeah, I have it. I have it now. Woohoo! You didn't link them
Yeah,
to
I
a
put you guys down as the map is what happened.
Oh. Oh, there we go. I have bubbles now. I'm in a bathhouse and I have bubbles.
So, at any rate, yeah, the first thing you hear is X screaming out in pain, a thud. Then I assume you guys kind of run into the room. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next adventure in the next episode of Harbingers of Hope.
Yeah, so we would run in. It's the blood I would mostly react to. So I'd come over and ask him what's wrong. It's like did you get a big hit out there and didn't tell us, or did you get hit in here? Or what happened?
X, as Dara asks you the question, you feel a slight suggestion in your ear. It simply says, everything is okay.
Yeah, I did get some hits in me. I'm just kind of confused why it's only appearing now, but I should be okay, I think.
Do you need a healing potion or something?
No, I'll survive.
Oh.
We need you in tip-top condition for these fights, though. Can't be sporting an injury if we can heal it.
To be fair, we do have a way to get some rest, don't we?
Well, yeah. I don't know. How soon is the next fight?
You have a week.
Well, okay. But still.
A young drow man comes in with a little bell and a tray. He has drinks on the tray. He just walks into the bathhouse and says, dinner will be in 1 hour, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Just so
He
you know,
leaves a
time
tray
is-
of drinks and walks away. Oh, sorry, what did you say, X?
So you know, time's a little different here. So, you know.
I'm not surprised. X, how wary should we be about being in this place? Like, is it safe to drink the drinks, and is there anything with the food we should know about?
I mean, they did say, or my boss did say that he was gonna get you whatever you wanted, right?
Oh yeah.
Would you drink it?
I would probably eat it.
It's good enough for me.
So, when you take a sip, it is cold, but you feel a big warmth in your stomach. It tastes like a mixture of honey and maple.
Honey and maple. It's not too bad. It's really fucking sweet.
Yeah. Well, it's like honey and maple, but not like super sugary like Kool-Aid, but just like honey and maple hinted kind of ale.
Holy crap! Did he give us Kool-Aid?
Does it let me talk to Marduk?
You get tipsy for sure. You don't get blind drunk like you did before on the other stuff. But you would be able to. This would be the same way that somebody talks to their cat. You can talk to them, but all you're hearing back is calls. But you're sure that those calls mean something.
So, if it doesn't let me talk to Marduk, then I'm not that impressed. They've seen the light already. Anyway, I drink it. It tastes fine. How do you
The
get
young
maple
man
down
looks at
here?
you. Looks at you, and he sees kind of a look of. You were looking for something stronger. He says, "I'm sorry, sir. Did you want something a little stronger?"
No, that's not necessary. I can supply my own alcohol. Thank you very much. How do you guys get maple down here?
Oh, okay, sir. I'm sure we have a extensive vintage in case you change your mind.
Thank you. I just go. Can I go and have a look and see what you got there? I guess I'll do a little taste testing.
Certainly. We'll have someone come and bring you to the winery.
Thanks. I'm just going to go down and taste it, drink a little bit, swish it around, and spit it out, just so that I can summon it later whenever I want.
Okay, so you would be able to summon the basics of the alcohol, but you wouldn't be able to summon a 69 vintage or whatever.
No, well, I'd be able to summon, whatever it is that I've seen or whatever. But
Yeah.
it only,
I don't know,
only
but
lasts-
yeah, I don't think
only
you would be
lasts
able
for an
to.
hour.
Exactly, I don't think you would be able to have the same quality as like a wine, some asshole would love it, but a wine connoisseur would be like, "The fuck did you just do?"
Yeah, right. I try to pass it off as just as good as the original, but deep down inside, I know it's just Diet Coke.
There we go. Hold on. You can bring yourself into a distillery, which is right here.
Anybody coming, or just me and Marduk on this one?
Sure,
The floor's moving.
I wouldn't mind going along just to like observe, because I'm curious.
You probably shouldn't split the party, though, right?
Oh, Zonk and X are our powerhouses, so I think they'll be okay.
I'm not worried about them.
Awesome.
Okay, so yeah, let's go down and just set out some little glasses on this table here.
This is a
Just
usual
get the
thing, by
guy
the way. I think it's usual that anytime Himeji like goes off on his science stuff, I think Dar usually tags along. Mostly, because crap.
Vroom vroom.
Yeah, mostly because mostly because it's this camaraderie as clerics or used to be clerics.
I'm still cleric, you son of a bitch.
That's how I refer to you. Oh yeah, he used to be a cleric. Like I'm still cleric.
That's funny because I'm actually really considering just going mage from here on out. I would like to get I want to get 5th level spells for the next level. But I also want to get my ability increased, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet.
You got some time to figure it out. I will tell you this. You are entering the part of a story where you'll have a lot of opportunities to fight really, really, really nasty shit.
So, what should I concentrate on? I've got this one idea for a
survival against really, really nasty shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
like
all?
there'll be some plans that you can see coming to fruition, and there'll be some plans you probably can't. And worse, I have the opportunity for you guys to go really deep if you want to and get to some shit that you don't have any business fucking with.
Ooh.
And by that, I just mean like you could accidentally stumble on some other real deep conspiracy shit that has nothing to do with the war. Just being this deep underground with deep under evil crap.
Oh right, like uncover a Balrog or something.
Yes. I don't plan on using a Balrog specifically, but yes, things exactly like that.
Right.
Alright, with that said, you guys walk in and you see what looks to be a good 30 feet high of endless bottles, each separated and categorized by region, season, year, and even strength and whatnot. There is a section that's walled off by glass, and this one says private collection, only open, for something like in the Return of Low. So this is that's like the super high end stuff. Like I said, there's a glass barrier there. There is also another section that just has your regular barriers. There are guards in the room. 4 buff-looking, pretty tough-looking male drow, and 4 even more buff-looking, really angry-looking female drow.
They're in the winery?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys think? What should we have first? I talked to the males.
The males look down at their feet. One of the females says, "Why don't you go and have a seat first, sir?"
Well, okay. I go and sit down. Are you going to be bringing the wine out there, honey?
What year were you born? don't worry about what years it is. We'll just say that you tell her what year
Yeah.
or month you were born.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I never even gave any consideration to years, and we're not going to start now.
I
Yeah.
don't even think I have an age, to be honest with you.
Do I have an age?
No.
So we'll just say this: each of you give your year of birth,
Uh-huh.
and they bring out a bottle of wine that comes from each of the four corners of the world that was bottled on your particular day of birth.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'll say to her, Meji, these guys must have some pretty serious trade routes going.
She
Yeah,
smiles
I don't
at you.
understand what's going on here.
She smiles at you, Dar, for a moment. Says, good eye, Dragonborn. For that, I do have something special for you.
Oh, indeed. Good, ma'am.
And just as kind of an example of their attention to detail and just how much stuff they really have, they bring you a bottle of wine, and the date doesn't seem to mean anything to you until you do the math and realize that this was bottled on the date of your conception.
Jesus Christ.
No wonder
Creepy.
my dad liked this vintage. Yeah, the day I was late.
Yeah, it's absolutely delicious to the point where you see visions of the future. You see technology growing in exciting and crazy ways. You literally hear like a ringing device that's people can use to talk to each other on.
Oh. What do you think, Ameji? These guys seem pretty sophisticated.
Well, yeah, it's fantastic wine, that's for sure. I don't know how they're getting it all down here. This seems kind of weird, but maybe we can talk to what's his name and find out.
Welcome to the D&D world. So Zunk, would Zunkarat be in the bathhouse with X laying on the ground right now, or once he realized that they have all this crazy alcohol, would he be going to the distillery to get some of that crazy alcohol?
Nothing.
All right. Well, he's hopping in. I know he's having some internet issues, so we'll see if he's able to join us. So for now, he'll be with X. The server from before walks in with another tray, and on it is a wafer-thin slice of mushroom. It is so thin that you can actually see through it if you were to hold it up. It's like, a slice of sheet of paper. The same way you slice fugu, I believe.
Ooh. Fugu to have that here.
Okay. Is this for one person or for two people? And what's the deal?
There are two slices there.
What's this? Does it go with wine?
Oh, it goes with everything, sir. But I do ask you to be extremely careful while eating it. It can have a strong narcotic effect.
I see. Like a downer or like an upper?
It is the type of thing that some of our priests use when they're having visions. It will relax you, invigorate you, and some say, if your spirituality is high enough, allow you to speak with your gods or your ancestors.
I'll have some.
Okay. I was going to ask Dar if he was going to eat his.
Yeah, there's a slice for each one of you.
I mean, we've had visions before, right, Ameji? I mean, how bad could this be, right?
Goddamn right. I ask one of the drow females. I say, "Hey, sweetheart, is there a library around here that we can go check out?"
She laughs. No, I'm sorry. Laughs is the wrong word. she goes. She goes. Well, look at this. They pretend they can read, huh? Yeah, there's a library around here. Sweet cheeks. I'll tell you what. After dinner, you go head upstairs, and perhaps the master of our house will be so kind as to let you borrow one of his coloring books.
Right. So,
Now, Sierra, do not be rude. I'm sorry. I apologize. Obviously, the master would not have let you into his winery if you didn't have some level of sophistication.
goddamn right. Orcs be praised. So, okay, so yeah, I eat the mushroom.
All right. So, right as you get ready to pick up the mushroom, two of the males come back from behind you. They take a huge pillow and a cot. They lay it beneath your chair, and then they kind of push a button on your chair so that it stretches out and lays out on a pillow. They do the same thing for you, Dor. You
Nice.
eat the mushroom, and you realize what the pillow and stuff is pretty quick as you go out like a light.
I wanted to fake her magic out to like do like a 3, 2, 1 and take it at the same time, but hide mine.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, if you don't eat yours, you don't eat yours.
No, I think I'm just gonna do it just for fun. So let me just do a sleight of hand just to see if I can get away with that.
All right. So, who are we? Oh, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Her magic sees me put
so
my
who's
hand on the
gonna
side of
go
my cheek
first?
rather than in my mouth.
Yeah. Gets the
All right,
old
we're going to go with
like
Dar
massage
first
around.
here. All right, Dar. So, you are standing in a field of clouds, water, green trees, and floating red petals. As you look, you realize these floating red petals aren't flowers, but how do I say this? Little floating discs of blood.
Oh.
Ahead of you is a golden cathedral with platinum arches, and standing at the top of the stairs is the goddess Nike.
Oh, I am
She-
going to go to a knee. Yeah.
Welcome, Dar. We are so proud to have you here.
Yeah. So I said, milady, it is an honor.
You've done much honor for me, you and your army. So, what brings you here to converse with me? What is it you wish? What is it you seek? What wisdom do you ask?
Good lady, I am aware that my purpose is to drive back the undead, that they may not prey upon the armies of the world, who serve your glory. I have been wondering though if there is any room in your directive for me to also devote time to helping the downtrodden rather than the warriors at the front of the line.
That is an excellent question, Dar. And of course, I wish you to be glory to the downtrodden and allow them to help you in your strive toward victory. However, what you said first is hugely important. You said that your primary mission is to push back the undead. Up until now, that hasn't really been a problem. However, I feel dark forces mixing, experimenting, new evils being created. It is my understanding that a new vampire has been born.
Then I shall stamp him out for you.
Unfortunately, Dar, that is only where your problems will begin. The Lady of Chaos. Many of her courtesans are seeking to sow chaos, death, and destruction alongside her. She is unlife. Soon, perhaps sooner than you are prepared, you will have to face the Chaos Demon, Negrestina. Oh yes, she is more than a dragon. As if that were not enough, this Chaos Demon seeks nothing but, well, nothingness. And those who would seek her hand in marriage are even more deadly to your cause. I cannot see past the miasma of their plans at the moment, but be aware. Perhaps someone is seeking to fill the throne of the Death God.
Indeed. We have crossed paths with many abominations. And a large number of those haven't been artificially made. There are many here who are playing with, the powers and the realm of the undead, and trying to corrupt the natural life force and the forces of good.
I see. Well, I thank you for bringing me this information. As a reward, step forward.
I stand and salute, and then I step forward, yeah.
Nike bends down and kisses you on top of your forehead.
Ooh. I'm a lightning dragonborn, so like my body will tingle with electricity.
Yeah, obviously you feel a warmth inside of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What this does for you is it lets you I'm sorry. What this does for you is, what level can you destroy undead to right now?
I think it's CR2, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check for you. Yeah, it's
Okay.
CR2.
I'm going to give you, so this is going to let you go up to CR3,
Nice.
if that's a thing.
Yeah. I think CR3 is the max.
Okay. So at this point you'll always be above. So whenever you go to CR3, you'll go to CR4.
Okay,
so on and
nice.
so forth.
I give her it's the salute, and there's this thing I do, like every time I touch my hammer to my shield, it's because that's where the symbol is on my shield. So yeah, I see that.
You must endure. You and your team must survive this tournament you've entered and find a way to decide who can be trusted, and if not who can be trusted, then who can be utilized. You and your brother have much to learn from each other. Lend each other your ears when you can.
Well, my brother is very headstrong, but still.
As is his brother.
I ask that you watch over him when I cannot. He is still my brother.
And before you finish your sentence, the flowers disappear, the clouds disappear, and you are laying back in a chair with several drow standing around you, just making sure you don't have a bad trip.
Yeah. He's gonna be stunned, speechless. Yeah.
All right, Hermeji.
Yeah.
You are walking and you find yourself in a museum. There are ancient weapons and ancient artifacts. Ahead of you, you see a wand.
Okay. Is it on the ground? Is it floating?
The wand is it's a it's not an impressive looking wand. It looks like it's made from an old dying tree. It is sitting on top of I don't know, those little pillow things that wands and rings and jewels sit on top of. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's sitting on top of one of those. And the one thing you notice about it is, despite it is the most beautiful, ugly thing you've seen. It has a circle of dread around it. It fills you with curiosity, excitement, fear, and dread. In other words, your stomach's doing flip-flops.
Okay. Is it the only thing?
There is good question. I need you to do there's no willpower, is there? Okay, do a charisma check. That's the closest thing to willpower.
Yeah.
Charisma. Saving throw or check?
Whichever you prefer.
Saving throw.
You shake your head for a moment and you are able to break your gaze from the wand, and you notice, yes, there are several other things here. In fact, now that you have done your willpower, give me a wisdom save throw or intelligence at advantage, your choice. Wisdom or intelligence at advantage. Excellent. On the right-hand side of a room, you notice that this is where the wand is. You also see a gnarly hand, claw type deal. You see a floating red eyeball. Yeah, and like I said, you see this gnarly wand. On this entire side of a room, you notice that the flowers on the wall are in a seemingly constant state of decay. So what basically means is you see like the ivy bloom, and then you see it wilt, fade to black, and die. And then it kind of rotates and does that again.
Okay.
On the left side of a room, however, you see light and you see a book with blank pages.
I think I'm going to go and inspect the wand.
All right. Give me a... Oh, shit.
Investigation.
No. This is going to be a save. I left my DMG over on my couch. Be right back.
Yep.
That's some good shrooms.
Alright, so you're going to go and investigate the wand.
Yep. I'm going to summon my magnifying glass. And my Sherlock Holmes hat. I also have identify. So I can just...
Yeah, you would be able to... I'm not really sure if you would be able to identify this item. But my question is, you pull out your magnifying glass and whatnot. What are you doing to identify? Are you there? Yeah, you walk up to the little display area, and you can see the wand.
Okay.
Oh, I hope that doesn't mean you just picked it up.
No.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with picking it up.
I go in with my magnifying glass and check it out, and then I cast Detect Magic.
There is a shit ton of magic coming off of this thing.
Okay. And then I'm going to... Where did Identify go? Anyway, can I Arcana it and see if it's got any nastiness attached to it?
Would Arcana tell you if it has nastiness?
Magical traps?
There are no magical traps. In fact, you don't detect any spells, any protection around this item at all.
Okay.
Oh, right, so in a DMG, this isn't a Monsters Manual.
So I'm also going to use the Detect Magic because I have it for 10 minutes, I believe. I'm going to put it on the eye and the hand and the book. And also see for the Arcana to see if there's any like magical traps. And what kind of magic is it? Like what school is it? Or does that really matter?
It does matter. Sorry, I have to flip through more books than I remembered to give you your answer.
It's okay.
All right, so sorry. Blah blah blah. Where is it? There it is. All right, so like I said, you don't sense any magical traps around it. You do feel that these items are all imbued with magic. These are all above the level of wondrous.
Oh. Okay.
I think legendary is above wondrous. Whatever the biggest thing is, that's what these are.
Wow.
All right.
What would you like to do?
And there's nothing written in the book?
That's on the other side of a room. You would have to go over there.
Okay, I go over there.
All right. Oh wait, you didn't want any more information on the items themselves because you didn't learn anything yet.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, I do, and I do that with all the items, like the eye and the book and the hand and the wand, and you know what I mean. I do that to all.
Yeah. Okay, so, what do you look at first? The wand, the hand, or the eye?
Look at the wand first.
Okay. Cool. Alright. So you are starting to walk towards the wand and you are looking at it and you hear the voice of someone you haven't heard in a long time. It was a friend of yours, your closest friend that you had, in fact. He died under he died on a mission where, of course, he was not prepared, um, where he didn't have the under equipped, thanks to the guild master.
Mhm.
And this is the friend that died. You see him; he kind of appears in front of you in a ghostly formation and says, "Himechi, you can fix everything with this."
What is it?
Well, it's a wand. It's a wand that can give you the power over life.
I don't. I don't want the power over life. I want the
No,
power
no, no,
over
no. But
death.
see, it's like you could stop people from dying when you don't want them to die with this.
I don't care about that though. I just want to bring you back from the dead.
With this, you could actually have that power.
How do I do it?
All you have to do is pick it up, think, and desire the power. Maybe you'll even be able to find out where you can find it. But once you pick it up, you'll see that you're worthy of this.
Worthy of what? Power?
Yes.
What about the other things?
The hand and the eye?
Yeah, in the book.
That book is meaningless. Blank pages leading to nothingness. Hopes and dreams. Forget that book.
All right. Well, what about the hand and the eye?
Ah, the hand and the eye. If you, and I think you're strong enough, can control all three, then you may just be able to bring whatever type of world that you want to bring. You can bring it to peace. You can bring it to their knees in front of you, or you can bring everyone to stand up. These powers could put you in complete control.
Do I get the same feeling of dread from the eye and the hand that I did from the wand?
Give me a religion check. No, I'm sorry, a religion. Is there such thing as a religion save? I guess there really isn't.
No.
Wisdom save, I guess.
Alright, give me a charisma save. Yes, you do.
Do I feel it from the book?
You need to go walk over there.
Okay. So, I mean, where did this eye and this hand come from? I mean, it had to belong to somebody, right?
It belonged to someone. That name has been lost in history.
Yeah.
I do know it was a powerful wielder of magic.
Right. Okay. What about the book? What's the deal with that again?
It's a piece of shit, Himechi.
Where did it come from?
Dreams and it came from the ass of some tree hugger. Seriously, forget about that book.
Yeah, but I like books. That's kind of my thing. You know,
Well,
until somebody comes up with
it's
advice.
empty. It's empty. It doesn't even have any words in it. No words, no pictures. It's useless. Himechi.
Well, okay. Let's
Just try the wand out for size. Just pick it up. Put it in the air.
Would it even take me any time at all to look at the book? You said it's all blank pages, right? Let me just check it out. Just real quick, and then we'll come back to your creepy fucking... Look, man,
Check
this
out
is
the
really
wand.
weird. That really scared me. And I don't remember you sounding like that. Can I make an insight check?
Yes. You may do this at advantage.
On the up and up. Insight's terrible. 11. Well, okay. You're right. Probably the book isn't worth anything, but like I said, I would just feel better at ease if we just got it out of the way, and then we can just concentrate on the good stuff here. So just give me a second. I will be right back, and I will check this fucking... Is Marduk with me?
Yeah. Didn't I mean anything to you?
Well, I mean, yeah, but this is sort of... it's kind of a heavy card to play for such a minor fucking thing, don't you think?
You can bring me back. You can bring them all back. We can be together again. And we can... No. This world isn't real, Himeji. Listen to me. Once you pick up this wand, it'll be easier for you to find out where it resides in the real world.
Where what resides? The wand?
Yes. And then you can have the power for yourself before evil takes it for themselves.
And this is because finally my dream of having power will be fulfilled when I have the wand in the eye and the hand, eh?
There will be a throne waiting for you when you collect these things. But
See,
you are not alone in your pursuit.
here's the thing that has me worried. And I'm inching towards the book as I speak. I'm talking and walking like lawyer kind of fucking performance sort of thing. I'm not a guy who's power hungry, and I don't want to take over the world or anything like that. And you, of all people, should know better than to even think that that would entice me at all. Which makes me think that little crack in your voice a little while ago wasn't fucking as... I shouldn't have passed it off as easily as I did. So I'll tell you what. I'll check out the book, and then if you still have a problem, we can discuss it afterwards.
So his eyes roll to the back of his head. He starts to shake. He looks directly at you and... Actually, I'll just... Yeah, this will be faster. Alright, so rolls his eyes, and... Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me, a Constitution saving throw.
Wow.
At advantage, right? 19 plus 3.
Holy shit, what just happened?
I broke the Constitution saving throw thing.
No, my part of my roll 20 where all the rolls in the text go, it
Yeah.
went to the left hand side away from where it's supposed to be.
Wow.
Is it fixed?
I laid it back down, but it's weird. I don't understand that.
Hey, make it out for sound, Ben.
Alright, we're good. Alright, so let's see. It wasn't an advantage, so you rolled a...
19.
Yeah, that's still good enough. You only needed to beat a 13. All right. So you're going to take 3d6 psychic damage. And yes, that is better than what would have happened if you would have failed. If you would have failed, you would have died. Your friend's face contorts and it turns into a banshee. And it just did its wail on you.
Shit. Okay.
It's your turn. We'll just say it's right in front of you.
Right in front of me.
Alright, so it's your turn, but first I need you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Bro.
That'll do it. You are not afraid. In fact, you are filled with anger for this thing twisting your old friend into what it is now.
Okay.
Alright, what do you do to the banshee?
Inflict wounds.
Nice.
Very good. Literally a quarter of this thing is ripped off. You do your inflict wounds. Basically, its entire arm flies off, leaving it, kind of kneeling on the ground, barely holding on. It looks up to you. No longer do you see the face of your friend, only this ghostly, deaf creature. And it is going to, let's see, that's plus 4. Alright, does that hit?
It's my armor class is 20.
Alright, so it tries to scrape against you. It hits you on your chest, but you are filled with almost paladin level of righteousness now, and it just sits there and it is not able to quite penetrate.
Pardon me. Okay, is it my turn now?
It is. Oh, by the way, it's almost dead too.
Okay. I guess I'll do that again.
Okay. God damn, when I said you were filled with a paladin type of righteousness and rage. Alright, what do you scream as you banish this thing that tried to pervert the memory of your friend?
I don't say anything. I just cold stone fucking killer. Grab it and it just fucking melts under my touch and I'm just dead staring it in the eyes and watching it die. I have very little emotions left in me.
Yeah.
You could almost say I'm kind of on the edge, you know what I mean? I'm so consumed with death and all of that it really kind of it's all academic or clinical for me, I guess you would say.
All right. After this banshee is dissipated, glowing angelic form appears right near the book. This time, you don't feel any dread. You feel warmth in your heart, and you see the face of your one true friend who has a huge smile on their face. Wow, good work, Ameji. I knew you could do it. I knew you could resist. You always did know my own heart just as well as you knew yours.
How do I get you back?
Ameji, come on. You're a man of science and of knowledge. We had our time together, and trust me, I'm glad that we did. But you belong to the world now. I'm no longer a part of it. But with this book over here, maybe you can stop it before everyone else has to lose their part of a world or just lose the world altogether. The forces of chaos are becoming extremely strong. They just about used up their tools in the Emerald Eclipse. But now, the Queen of Chaos, the Empress of Chaos, no, the Goddess of Chaos, is seeking a husband. And this husband is going to have to sit upon the throne of death. Take a look at this book. And just you do, the book glows, and it reads of a prophecy of the last death god and his throne being empty. But this didn't stop death from happening. It occurred just as it always did. Whoever's been running it, just a regular nature and spamming hall with things, has been doing a pretty good job of keeping things even killed. But then Chaos and her other followers started bringing about a long, non-ending war, and death has occurred at a much higher rate than it was ever supposed to. If one of her suitors is able to put these three items together, then there will be a new seat or a new occupant on the throne of death.
The wand and the eye and the hand?
Yes, the book says.
So that's what you want me to do? You want me to become deaf?
No. You must make sure these items do not fall into the same place at the same time. Or else a new Orcus will rise.
I don't know what that is. I'm confused. What's Orcus number 1? And if somebody has these things, do they get a seat? Or putting these things together summons a creature that has a seat?
I can tell you of many futures. However, I cannot assuredly answer that question. Not too many creatures could even survive touching any of these items, much less putting them together. However, I will show you a future of if Chaos and this new god of Orcus were to wed. So you look into the book, and the entire museum disappears from around you, and instead you are standing in a black, cold void. As you stand in this black, cold void, seeing nothing for as far as the eye can see, you are suddenly aware of every part of your body, every molecule being pulled and sucked away into, what we'll call a black hole, into a void vortex. You are seeing now, time rewinding and moving forward at the same time, you are seeing planets implode, shrink, and destroy. You are seeing the melting faces of your friends. You see your companions die over and over again. Yourself die over and over again. You see yourselves being eaten by demons, and those demons eating themselves. The sun burns brightly, engulfs the world in flames, and then fades into ice, and then nothing.
Okay. Well, can you show me a different future? Can you show me a future of what would happen if I became the god of death?
For a moment, it shows a great peace go over the world. And then, as soon as the crown goes over your head, the dragon Negristina flies over the castle, lands, turns into a woman, embraces you, kisses you on the lips, and then you see all of this happen again.
All of what happened again? Like this whole
What you just
story?
saw before, this same exact thing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's balls. All right. So, my new mission in life is now to keep these three things away from each other.
Your mission's what you choose, Meji, like it always has been. You're a man about knowledge. Sure, this book can tell you how dangerous everything is, but you know, and you've always known that any tool can be useful if you figure out how to use it properly. So maybe you don't use all three. Maybe you make sure all three disappear. I don't know. I can't speak on it.
What can
That's
they
not
do?
my decision.
Like, what happens if I get one, like individually? Like, will one help me keep the other one away from people? Is my question. I guess I also want to know what else they can do, benefit-wise.
Oh, okay. So here is what the book tells you. I cannot tell you what benefit you may gain from them. Some creatures gain most benefit, some creatures only pay the price. I will grant you their names. They are the Wand of Orcus, the Hand,
Can you write this down?
the Hand of Vecna. Oh, actually, I already knew what it was. The Hand of Vecna, and the Eye of Vecna.
Well, everyone's heard of the Eye of and Hand of Vecna, but what do they do? Like what's so special about them? What can I expect if I keep these hidden? Is am I going to go crazy? Is something going to talk in my head? Am I going to be super powerful? Am I going to be super weak? My dick going to grow another foot? Another foot? I said.
Remember, I've seen your dick, Himeji. Come on, man.
Just between you and me, as long as nobody else sees it, I can pretty much say whatever I want, right?
That's
And I mean,
not how you use dicks, Himeji.
You're
I told
dead.
you to use it again. I told you to go out there, be fruitful and fruitful.
Blood.
Now, multiplying's not
To
exactly
flutter
on your list.
To flutter out there and be fruitful. Yeah, well, it's hard out there. The dating scene's not fucking as easy as it used to be for an older man like myself.
Yes, but it'll do things like let you have clairvoyance, dominate monster, disintegrate. Those are some of the positive things that could come from it.
Okay.
And of course, it can also just do those things to you. Things like Finger of Death. Basically, it has quite a few high, like 9th, 8th level necrotic spells
Right.
as possibilities. And it can absolutely rip you apart and just consume you too. Same thing goes for the Wand of Vecna. They all are extremely powerful magic items that can absolutely rip you apart.
So what's my best defense against them? Like, if I had to be high, say in will, or if I had to be particularly convincing or physically strong or dexterous, for lack of a better term. What's my
Hey.
best?
Hey, it's not my job or it's not my place to answer questions like that. That's what heroes are for.
Yeah, right. All right, man. Well, it's been great seeing you, and I really miss you a lot. I don't know. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna protect this stuff, but it's it's quite a letdown,
Hey, you do this right, we'll definitely see each other again.
yeah,
And with that, he fades away. Light comes back into the room, and you are lying in the winery.
Holy Jesus, that was fucking crazy.
I know, right?
Is there more of that? Jesus, Rourke's sake. Like Rourke's woody left testicle. Give me some more of that mushroom stuff.
You really should eat more than one of these within a week, sir.
Whoa.
Yes, it can be quite addictive.
Yeah, I can see why. Any of that. Anyway, never mind. Who makes this stuff? Can it be specially made? Like fine-tuned to experience certain things?
Oh, yes, these mushrooms grow near the city where the black rock grows.
Is that a yes?
It's a yes, you could find the mushroom. It's a no if you start trying to harvest it. You'll probably poison yourself and turn into a grick.
I don't want to harvest. I just want to know if you can focus the experience. Maybe an intimate encounter with somebody.
I'm a drow in a banana hammock, sir. I don't know.
I know. Well, maybe we should talk about it later.
Very good, sir.
All right.
All right, Zonk, do you have microphone ability? I'll take that as a no.
I do.
And
No.
I do hear you a little bit. All right, cool. So we're gonna flip over to Zunk and Zen. I mean Zunk and X.
I don't think Ben knows what's happening.
Oh, okay. You obviously heard all this stuff with the dream world, so you're good there. But what's happening here is X was trying to resist the effects of his scar, and he ended up passing out on the floor. The other two guys just kind of left to go get some wine. You're sitting with X, and I don't know if you can hear them drinking and having a good old time or not, but yeah, you are now sitting here with X in a bathhouse. X, do you have pants on?
No.
Okay, so you are sitting here with a naked X lying on the floor with dried blood on his face.
I'm a slapper.
And then we can figure out what we're going to do.
Alright, so Zuck does give X a little slap, and X, you're coming to. You're feeling a little bit better. You're probably sitting up straight at this point.
Oh man, just kill me.
Minotaurs don't need pants, but you do.
Yeah, so Zuck, you turn around, there's another servant boy, and he actually does have a robe for X. It's puffy, it's white, and apparently the length is cut for a dwarf.
That's his shirt, in other words.
We'll just say that it barely goes over his butt cheeks. Barely.
If I put that on, would it make you feel better?
I'm still gonna be uncomfortable, but
I'll put it on. Around my waist. Is this better?
there we go.
All right. Also, to catch you up real quick, Ben. Last week, you guys fought. Oh no, you were here for the fight with the purple worm and stuff. You met with some of the other teams. I don't know if you had a chance to check out the brackets, but you know you have a week left until the next fight. You also know that Anansi said something about helping you get rid of the rest of the dragons, or whatever. But you don't know what the details of that deal are just yet.
So we're just partying until the week is up.
You have a lot of options until the week is up. Of course, you don't know what they are yet, and you're about to eat dinner in like 40 minutes, I would say.
They were on a trip for 20 minutes? Wow, that's not that potent. Sorry.
Yeah, time moves different in the dreamscape world.
Yeah, I know.
We'll just say you have as much time as you need for you guys to do whatever it is you want to do. Also, this is happening simultaneously with that. Think of it like a Tarantino movie.
So, it turns out I'm not free.
Is that really news? I don't think any of us are free at this point.
No, I mean, like, from here.
And you lost me.
So, these last couple of weeks, when X has been trying to make decisions that kind of go against the wishes of the Master, he's been bombarded with psychic attacks. He just passed out in here while you guys were talking. Oh, right, you were not here for this. While you guys were taking a bath, you were talking to each other and joking with each other through the different individual baths. And Hermegi asked X what he thinks of this place. And X was trying to say he doesn't like it. And it kept on burning a hole in his head until he finally said, it's fine. But yeah, now he is passed out because he was disobeying a direct order from his master.
Well, a tattoo isn't really a collar. Not much that I can do about it.
Oh, I'm sorry, a brand. It's not a tattoo, it's a brand.
Have you asked Hermegi?
No, they seem to be having fun here.
By the way, X, I believe Zuck is the first person to see your brand.
Yeah. Well, I guess they would have seen it too. If I was...
We're going to go ahead and make X Zuck the first person to actually get a good look at your brand.
Alright.
Have you tried cutting it off?
I have a feeling it's just gonna grow back.
So that's a no. I'll get a knife.
Okay.
All right, roll me a d20, Zuck. Yeah, that's just about right. This isn't as dramatic now because of this, but still, you go with your knife towards the X's shoulder. You're not scared or anything. You're not nervous, but you bring the knife towards the brand, and the knife just slips out of your hand. It slips out of your hand, falls to the ground. You try to pick it up. You end up kicking it across the room.
is like soap, but knife.
Exactly. I mean, your hands were actually pretty dry too, so you don't really know why it fell out your hand. But you do know that. Actually, did you ever make a compass? I know you built ships.
I think that falls into the realm of a tinker.
Okay. See, I wasn't sure whether or not you built. I'm gonna say that your grandpa still had you learn how to create a compass, even though you mainly were in the shipbuilding. So you have some familiarity with magnets. You know how they work.
Okay.
And you felt the knife kind of repel as if you were putting two same hole magnets at each other.
Well, that's just not gonna work.
We didn't even try.
Oh, you try.
Sure, I'll try it.
The knife is very slippery, okay?
All right.
Cow fingers.
Give me a charisma check X.
Oh shit. Oh.
Okay. You pick up the knife. You breathe. And you steel yourself to try to roll and stab yourself in this brand. Alright, give me an attack roll. Just a D. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, so you give a shout in the air and you stab yourself in the brand. And you get it right in the brand. You actually try to create a slash over top of it. For drama's sake, you actually literally make an X.
Wait. Do I deal that much damage to myself?
Wait, that doesn't kill you, does it? That doesn't knock you out, does it?
No, I'm asking you right now.
The answer is yes, you do this much damage to
Alright,
yourself.
so I go unconscious.
So you literally make an X over the scar, and you fall face first onto the ground. One of your attendants comes back with a healing kit. And does anybody remember off the top of their head what healer kit does with what healer kit is? Is it 1d6 plus 4?
A healer's kit just stabilizes it.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about if you have the healer feat.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's 1d6 plus
You
4.
should know this.
I should know this, but it was kind of complicated, and I'm dumb.
It has 10 users. If you have the healer feat, one use is one. Oh, really?
And then their hit dice is on top of that, which for us should be.
Alright, so roll your d8 for your hit dice and roll what you just said for the healer kit, and you get that much back.
6 plus 11.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so you come back to consciousness, and right where you made your little X, it basically, it's like you even just see it sizzling and knitting and returning, and right where you made an X, your X has disappeared, and the brand is still there.
Oh, that was dumb.
That was my most genius plan.
No, I mean that I fucking almost killed myself.
I wouldn't have let that happen. And I'll pat him on the head.
Gentlemen, your friends are laying down in a winery right now. Would you like to join them for a quick drink before dinner starts?
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
That's a 15.
Oh, okay. What are you? Are you just thinking to see if this guy's being honest or what?
Yeah. Or if there's like a motive.
His motive is literally to keep the guest happy, so that he doesn't get his ass beat.
You want a drink?
I guess if that's where everyone else is, I could drink.
All right, so you two go ahead and bring yourselves into the wine room. As soon as you get in, they give you a vintage from the year and date of your birth.
I'll pass.
Actually, as it happens, you didn't have to pass because they just kind of sit down a glass of water for you.
I'm surprised they gave me anything at all.
They also give you a dirty look.
You do.
But yeah, so unlike the other guys, you don't get a tankard of wine or fucking champagne. Hell no. You get some aged mead. And we're talking about mead that was bottled on the day you were born.
That's some
This
old
shit
meat.
lets you talk to Bardock.
I would love to see that.
God damn it, man. Yeah. You drink that shit. Honestly, this nerd goes around sipping his Merlot and everything, start talking to me about a bunch of nerdy shit. Wands and claws and eyes. What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about fucking boxing, wrestling, and actually kicking some ass. It's about time we have a good conversation with somebody.
What's the problem with people who read books?
Hell yeah. Real magic comes from inside here, in the gut and the heart. Fuck that bullshit.
And I'm gonna shove Hermeji as something unspoken.
Hey, you fucking traitor. Get back here.
Yeah, he just going, and he flies back over to you.
Keep talking to that motherfucker. You can sit on, you can stand on his horns and roost there, but that's about it. Don't push me down, it hurts. I move over here on the other side of the table, away from Zunk. What happened to your arm there, X? Looks like you really did quite a number on yourself.
Every time we take our eyes off you, you just keep bleeding, man. What's going on?
I thought it fixed itself.
The wound did fix itself. There's still some fatted dry blood, and they still put the bandages on it.
Okay.
So the bandages are still there. You don't even need to give me a perception check, but go ahead and do it anyway,
Oh, me?
because I think you know better. Yeah. So, in addition to the dirty looks, you realize that there are, what did I say, 8 out of 10? 10 sets of eyes that don't belong to your friends on you right now when Dara asks you why you keep bleeding.
Well, you see, I tried to stab him.
But he,
Again?
but he failed, so I stabbed myself.
Oh, well, that was thoughtful.
Because I told him to. He's a great friend.
I felt really bad for him.
Okay, alright.
Dar laughs out loud
Well-
because, like, in his vision, Nike was telling me, well, me and my friends are gonna have to face this great threat, and here I come back, and everyone is stabbing each other. And failing.
Yeah.
Stabbing each other and failing.
Did I ever find out where the eye and the hand and the wand were? By the way.
No.
Knowledge?
What's important? Yeah, what's very important right now is the fact that you even know they exist.
Okay.
Kind of figuring out where they are is going to take you on some rides in some real deeper knowledge shit, and it's going to mean whether or not you want to risk even trying to look into it. But the fact is, you have an idea that somebody is out there to get it.
Okay. Now, how familiar am I with it? Just from being in the dream, like can I use locate object?
You cannot use locate object because even though you saw it in the dream, you didn't really like. I think locate object requires you to have held it in your hand.
Yeah, I think probably more to it than just being in the same room with it.
Right, and you weren't.
I guess I
in the same.
did expect
Yeah,
it.
right, and you were not. You did not touch it. Because if you would have touched it, I would have pulled out the Vaseline. Actually, I would not have pulled out the Vaseline. What am I talking about?
Yeah. I would have closed the door firmly on the Vaseline.
Dude, remember, I was sitting there just I was trying my hardest just to get you to even think about saying you picked it up.
I did think about it real hard, but then something came up. I think it was the book. Oh, that's when I wanted to look at the book.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, your spider sense kicked in real good time right there. I think touching the wand of Orcus is like a DC 18 check. I don't even remember which one it is, but it'll fuck you up.
How are you looking, by the way, Himeji? Because you took some damage in there, right?
Oh, he's drunk.
Yeah.
He's taking more psychic damage right now, and you guys will get a long rest tonight.
Nice.
So you'll be fine.
Who's drunk? Me?
Yeah.
I just didn't know. I talked to Marduk.
Yeah, you've been talking to Marduk. You're hearing calls, but like I said, he's like a person talking to their dog or their cat. And that's what you're doing right now.
Oh.
That's why you were a little upset when you saw him talking to Sunk. You didn't hear what he was saying, but you knew he was talking to him.
Well, I put that down and I summon a drink of the other stuff and drink that, then start talking to him.
Yeah. With just a little bit of the after effects of that drug still washing through you,
Yeah.
this still gets you drunk. So I don't know if it's a nice clean drunk like you've been used to where it lasts for an hour and then you're good. You're actually going to get a little bit of a hangover because you actually did have alcohol too.
Yeah, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to drink. I'm going to save that for like before bed sort of a thing. You know what I mean? Like a nightly ritual.
Yeah, or before you find out whatever the hell the head cases are.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to ride it out, I guess.
All right. So, a little bit of time passes. You guys kind of get together. You have a few drinks. You have at this point, you have about 20 minutes before you have to be at dinner. Is there anything you want to do in this last 20 minutes, or do you just want to fast forward to dinner?
Yeah, Dar wouldn't do much. Dar's just been kind of reflective.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not going to do anything either. We have to talk to this guy about our upcoming opponents and see what they're like. Because I have to customize my spells a little bit.
Oh yeah, we did plan to do that.
Oh, and he's also going to want to talk to you. Well, we'll discuss that when we discuss that. Let me see. No, we'll save that for after dinner. All right, so some time passes. You guys do the old Thundercats, G.I. Joe laughing and fade to black. And then, excuse me. I forgot you guys could hear that.
She's so good every time.
All right, so
what microphone
yeah,
do you
that
use?
happens. That happens, and a couple of now is drowsing suits. Once again, kind of an equal mix of male and female drow. Um, and they're wearing elegant gowns, suits, and they have new robes for you guys. These are like your smoking dinner jacket. What's his name? Man, I forgot his name. Hugh Hefner type smoking jackets for each of you. Really comfortable stuff. Dar, you get a blue and gold one. Hermeji, I actually don't know what your colors are,
Huh.
but you get your favorite. You get your favorite color. It's like purple and rose or something.
Say,
I'm a
say
bronze.
You actually get a simple black, brown, and green one. They actually do give you one. And Zunk, you get. They come to you with a robe, and it has fur on the shoulders, with a skull of a buffalo on each shoulder. So you got not buffalo, of a huge antelope on each shoulder. So it's like got these big ass skulls with like these big ass horns going on it. Ends up in a long furry cape. On the front of the cape, it has like a whole bunch of other smaller skulls. And yeah, we're talking about skulls, fur, metal spikes. You have like the most metal robe that they have in the Underdark.
Damn. I'm gonna enlarge this thing and be a baller.
It is exactly your size too. So, you guys are led off to dinner, and that is right here.
That's okay, yeah. Oh wow! Let me get in front of you there.
Personal space.
I was there first, man. It's the damn cloak, I tell you.
Servant comes and pours tea, coffee, water, and wine in front of you guys. They bring out a bowl of warm bread, softened butter with some salt.
It's nice.
They set these things in front of you.
I'll ask X, do you guys pray before dinner?
I do, they don't.
Cool.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh no, yeah, I'll like say a little prayer or something.
Yeah. I just say a little silent one under, to myself.
Yeah, it's something I probably usually do, I guess. And then we'll start digging in, I think. Or like, should we wait for our host?
You may have noticed. Actually, no, I don't need to give me perception checks. I'm sure you guys saw 2 more guests walk in and have a seat.
Oh, nice.
Who are they?
Let's get a look at these guys. It's a guy, right?
Yeah, you know.
That's the guy for the arena, but who's the chick? Is that a guy? That's just got to be a chick.
Oh yeah, that's a chick. Ah, well, somebody saw him. Her.
It's nice. Is
So,
this the
is
one
there-
who Is this the one who came to do like some trading or something?
It is.
Yeah. How do you do, madam?
Oh. Huh. Well. Yes. How do you do? I'm sorry. It's just strange. We don't usually break bread with each other. I think this is the first time our sides have sat down at a table without trying to stab each other, isn't it?
Well,
Are we fighting you guys next?
No. I am not. I am not in this tournament. As a matter of fact, I'm a non-combatant. If
Well,
you
what about
stab
that
me,
guy?
it'll be a violation of war crimes. Don't stab, please. Don't stab me.
I have a hammer, number one, so don't worry. I didn't plan on stabbing you. What about that guy over there with the knife? That hasn't raised in a threatening manner. That guy worries me a little. It's just his body language.
God damn. I thought you were supposed to be like a knowledge cleric or knowledge sorcerer. You don't remember shit, do you, man?
I remember you, but what the fuck are you doing here? Is the question.
Same as you. I got an invite here to sit down at dinner. All of a sudden, this bitch. He winces in the same shoulder as X does. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, this lady shows up, and I don't know what the hell.
Zunka's gonna shove this dude and be like, no, that seat's taken.
Nice.
The guy actually says, "Oh, okay," and he playfully shoves you right back.
Can I zoom in?
I wasn't kidding. That seat's taken.
Okay,
There, man.
let's see what happens here. Now I gotta go pull out his sheet.
Let's get down to the fist fight. I'll cast Bless on you at least.
Ah.
Alright, so he does try to push you, but he realizes he just pushed it up against a huge Minotaur arm. And, you don't move a fucking inch.
I just keep that gaze.
He's gonna try to meet it back, though.
Oh, I steely gaze, but not good enough.
So he doesn't intimidate you. You don't intimidate him. And we'll just say that this ends in one of those predator handshakes. Where you go for...
After everyone's done, they're still shaking hands. Do you guys eat with only one hand?
Well, I didn't know that we were getting entertainment at this dinner party. And here, I thought it was just going to be something like steak and chicken.
Well, dinner is usually entertaining with these guys.
Ah, yes. You must have great fun. Her Meji, wasn't it?
Yes.
And Dar. Your families, you both come from great families. I'm glad to have you as a guest.
Thank you.
Mr. Zunkarat.
Hospitality.
Oh, you're welcome. Mr. Zunkarat, Mr. Jim Call, would you be so kind as to sit and not wrestle each other over the potatoes?
Take the potatoes on his plate and then sit down.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Let's give me a 10-minute break.
Yeah, no problem. Do you guys watch The Office, the US one? Well, did you
No.
guys used to?
No.
It was like a really, really, really long handshake. Oh man. Staring in the steely eyes.
So, what do you think we got coming? Who are we fighting next? Do you guys remember? Do you know who they are or anything like that?
It was the... Not the furry. Was it the furry ones or was it someone else?
What?
It's somewhere in here. Both teams, the cave dwellers and the element in the room, have been eliminated. Oh, here it is. Can't see shit. Which is weird, because I can see this really well on my phone.
Is it on the note?
Fast and Furious or something, I think it is.
I don't see that one.
Let me see. Maybe do I need to share the Excel file again?
I was just looking at the screenshot.
I put an Excel file on there that's a little easier to read than the screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Your next team is the Fast and Furious, by the way.
Woohoo! I mean, darn it.
Yeah, Fast and Furious defeated the what do you call them? The small package.
Let's have a look at the teams that have passed so far.
All right, cool. So that's the head cases.
Mm-hmm.
The Noma Your Business.
How have those guys been doing? Like, were they all competent? Was there like one lucky draw that got kicked out or something?
Well, we're about to get to that. So you know the losers. They beat Big Boy Pants last week. Those were the Team and Giant.
Mm-hmm.
The Honey Pots beat Four Guys and a Frog. Now the Honey Pots beat Four Guys and a Frog by basically causing a lot of, I don't know, it looked like Four Guys and a Frog had a lot of infighting. They weren't really together, which doesn't really seemed weird because they were pretty cool way before that. But when they started fighting Honey Pots, all of a sudden they just couldn't get along anymore. So the Honey Pots were able to kind of divide and conquer them. We had a battle of a whole bunch of undead people with the Ungrateful Dread and Graveyard Shift. We're not actually sure. We assume it was the Ungrateful Dread that won, but you know, it's dead people are dead people, and that's what happened there.
Yeah. Wow, that would have been something to see.
And you also had the Cave Dwellers and the Elements in the Room, which were elemental elephants. But between the elemental elephants and the Cave Dwellers, there was a huge implosion, a huge cave-in. Everybody got crushed. Rocks fell, and everybody died. So Gift Good went and took their place. Gift Good are, of course, a group of 5 Gith, and there's a couple of martial artists, some warriors. They have some magic users and stuff too. They are basically like an adventuring party. Pretty tough guys. Oh, yeah, they're also really elitist, and they look down at anybody whenever they cry about having problems. So whenever you ask, like, so how do we do this? They never actually tell you how to do it. All they do is say your team name, get good, and keep walking. But we're actually going to explore that after dinner. Is everybody here?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Sounds not.
Oh, Zuck is it? Okay. Zuck would have not been behaving anyway, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will be too.
All right. And is Ben back? I know he was looking at dinner.
I wonder if I'm hungry again. Maybe.
Alright, so the first course comes out. It's a soup. I'm sorry, it's a stew rather. It has some potatoes, some roots that are obviously from down here. Some potatoes. Looks like the meat is actually made from. I'm sorry, it looks like it actually has pork in it, you know, like from a regular pig. It's hearty, it's thick. Really, you know, it's pretty daggone good considering.
No, yeah. I dig in. I've said my prayers.
So, as you can see, we also have two other guests. I'm not sure if you guys know Rihanna. She is an orc, and she is a negotiator for the Emerald Eclipse. Your enemies, right?
We have our differences, yeah.
She swallows nervously. No. There's no need for us to speak of friends or enemies at this table. After all, we're all just dinner guests, right?
Oh, yes, we are. Aren't we, Rena?
Yes, it's great. We're dinner guests. We're just here to eat bread and eat soup and make some deals. And hey, making deals is how you make peace, right? Right?
Aside from joking, I am kind of curious about the peace process at work. I guess maybe you could tell us more about that.
I'm sorry, one more time?
I am I'm going to be saying to her, this is in character. Say all joking aside, I am actually pretty curious about the peace process that is at work. Perhaps you can tell us a bit more about that.
Ah, yes, of course. Great. Wonderful. Peace. Well, you guys know war has been a long time. You know, our people have been dying, and the dying hasn't really stopped. It's coming to a point where we're no longer sure if all of us are fighting for something worth fighting for. I mean, that's part of us. There's some schisms, is all I can say. So I'm just here negotiating a way for orcs, and hobgoblins to kind of, negotiate their own freedom and their own interests, and to find a little corner of the planet for themselves when all this fighting's done.
Well, that would
All
be
the goblins and shit down here.
Well, it's dark and it's out of the way, but no, it's not even necessarily so. We're trying to make friends. And, most orcs aren't really great at regular, normal, friendly communication. It's not something we're really trained to do.
Are you trying to recruit these guys to your side?
Oh, no, 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 no. See, the way I see it, maybe it's time to be done talking about sides.
Well, I don't think these are the guys you want to talk to about that. I think it's probably the two generals in the armies that might have fucking more clout with the armies.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right. But, those guys have long lists and long vacations, and it's really tough climbing that ladder. Also, Nemeji, I am one of the 4 highest ranking individuals in this land. 5.
Man, I'm not disrespecting you in any way, but you're not. I mean, you're a third party than the two armies. It would seem that going to you to stop the fighting would be pointless. As powerful as you are, you don't really have any sway between the two armies, do you?
You're right, I don't. However, I came to show her this.
Oh God, it's a stick.
See, she was afraid to talk to you always because she assumed that you wouldn't listen. And now, here we are, enjoying a delicious dinner, and no one's even getting stabbed.
Yeah.
everyone looks across at Zunk.
Jim Call says yet at the same time as you talk.
Anyway, the dinner's delicious. Nobody's gonna get stabbed. We're not. This isn't a fight. This is merely a discussion.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. So I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I'm sorry, I'm a little flustered. It's just shocking. We get told so many tales of how you just rip through goblins and orcs and everything with no mercy and no remorse, not even remembering their names, and to really see that you're just people, just like us. It's shocking. It's really surprising.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how the other side lives, isn't it?
It is, and I must say you're considerably more handsome than I was told.
Yes, well, I get that a lot. You were talking to me, right?
Well, I meant all of you. You're all very handsome men. I'm sure you are all each make some lady very happy back home.
Yeah. Well, We're all very handy.
or whatever. It's present day. It's present year. You don't judge. It's great. Everything's good. It's all good.
Okay, ladies, settle a little fuck down. Anyway, more pressing matters. What can you tell us about our next opponents and what should we watch out for? And
Oh yes. Your friend Jim Cole will be able to show you to the training grounds. This is where all the other members of all the other guys in the tournament will meet. You'll get a chance to meet all the other people who are still in the tournament.
yeah, but what about specifically our next opponents and like what should we watch out for?
Well, let me see. Oh, you're facing the head cases. Well, it would be unfair for me because, I am in charge of compensation and, of course, making sure the tournament runs on the up and up. I don't want to appear, biased. However, I can tell you this much. The head cases are just, well, what they are is written in their name. They have a fair amount of brain power. They really know how to keep their heads together. Or put their heads together.
Well, okay, so do they have like swords? Do they have magic? Animals? What's their deal?
Yes.
They have all of those?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I go back to eating my supper, my dinner.
You'll have a chance to meet them tomorrow.
Oh, that would actually be interesting, yeah.
So, you had a discussion involving a winged serpent problem?
Oh yeah, guys, the chamber.
If I may be excused, I have to go and meet my people. It's been a great pleasure meeting you, gentlemen. Hopefully, we'll be able to meet at a table like this again, and maybe we'll be able to become friends.
Say, can we can we talk later, Raina? Raina? What's her name?
Yeah, Raina.
Raina.
Sure. I don't. She just kind of nervously gets up and walks away. I don't know if any of you guys have any type of tracking thing or whatnot. She is not staying on the. She is, however, not sleeping on the property. She's not going to be, here with Anansi.
Komanji, quick, give her your number.
I don't have a number. My number for what?
Your room number.
I don't have a room. Have we been to a room yet?
Oh, don't worry. You will all have individual rooms.
Can we have company?
Well, certainly. I mean, they'll have to be vetted, of course, first. And
Of course.
make sure they're not trying to harm you.
Could
But
you
yes.
supply company like of a intimate nature?
Oh. Well, if you want to hop straight to dessert, of course. But yes. We certainly serve coffee in your room.
And the coffee is
No.
the coffee is like $300.
$300.
Oh, but it's Brazilian, sir.
The guy who doesn't get the innuendo. $300 is ridiculous price for paper.
Sir,
Guests here.
it is Brazilian.
Okay, so yeah. Let's just keep eating, I guess.
Alright, so if anybody has anything, yeah, she is getting up and she's leaving.
I don't have anything.
Oh, I stand up when she gets up, like all gentlemanly and shit like that.
Okay, yeah. You can go and you can open the door for her.
Okay.
Sunk stands up too because he thinks we're leaving or something.
No, sit down. We're not. That's very funny. He bangs the table really hard, spills glasses and stuff.
Does the other guy get up too because he thinks it's some kind of a competition?
Yeah.
Because-
Everybody.
Oh, come on. Okay, I get to say this now. Oh, come on, Furball. Your friends aren't leaving.
So yeah, I just open the door for her, turn around, everybody's like, Sug's half up and half down, looking around questioningly. What should I do? I just come
She
back.
kind of peeks at you over her glasses. She nods and she smiles politely. She looks back over at X, gazes at him. I don't want to say longingly, but she gazes at X for a little bit of while, tilts her head, and she steps out the door. I don't think an insect plague is going to help.
It's just euphemism for crabs.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this one to Himeji.
A metaphor, whatever the fuck it is.
So she does speak to you real quickly before you go. It's like, so, I'm not being rude, but you're the brains of this group, right?
Me?
Yeah, you're the intellect. I saw the holy symbol on your shirt. It's a god of knowledge.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So I was just thinking, it's good to have a wise, smart guy like you around. Maybe you can actually see, what's supposed to be. We're not so worried about just fighting each other all the time, because the way I see it, if we just keep this war going on, my people are going to be gone. It's like, sometimes I don't think our leaders even care whether we live or die. I think they're just using us all up, and they're going to just burn this world to ash.
So what do you think the answer to that is?
See, it sounds easy on the outside to say just leave, but let me ask you a question. When's the last time you saw a tabaxi, an Aran car, or a Kenku?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen any of them.
Exactly.
I haven't.
No, you've never seen any. No one's seen any for over 1,500 years.
Oh. Okay. So,
They lived on that same island that we come from, and when they stood against, they were completely obliterated. There aren't any more of them on this planet.
you're saying that you're afraid that we're going to be obliterated if we don't give up?
I'm saying I'm afraid we're going to get obliterated no matter what. Unless we come together and figure out exactly who stands to gain from keeping this war going on for so long. It's like my people got into this war because we were all dying. But we fought, and we've never discovered any way to quit dying. In fact, we're just dying faster. And you all you want to do is just kind of live, do your own thing, get back into your old boring petty arguments. But shoot, even you can't ever find a way to quit fighting. All that intellect, all that artistry, all that grace, long-lived people, and you're still stuck in this war. You haven't even spoken to any of your metallic dragons in centuries, right?
Uh, Not personally, no. I don't know. I can't say for anybody else.
The answer to that is no.
No.
I just pointed
My
down.
God tells me no.
Well,
Okay, I think I get it. I think I get what you're saying. I think we should definitely talk later, and I think I think it's. I think we agree. I think my friends would agree if we asked them. So we'll all talk at a later time.
all right.
And just
Here.
ignore the Dragonborn.
He's the only one who hasn't been mean to. He hasn't been mean to her.
Start licking his lips here soon enough.
Okay. So, how about this? Each of you guys go ahead and take this. And she hands you 4 little cards, 4 little pieces of paper cards.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll be able to talk soon. Have a great day.
You too. What is on the card?
Nothing. But if you give an Arcana check, you realize that these are each imbued with the message spell.
Okay.
All right, so back to dinner. How many potatoes do you have on your plate, son?
All of them.
Okay, so you have all the potatoes on your plate. Jim calls, lifts his finger up. Excuse me, sir.
You are excused.
Not you, Furball. Excuse me, sir. Yes. I'd like all of your potatoes. I'm sorry, sir? I said I'd like all of your potatoes. Very good, sir. And at that point, the drow servant starts to walk away. Jim Call then stops and says, "Oh, wait, my man, excuse me." Yes? Now, see, I'm afraid that you heard me ask for a lot of potatoes. I don't want a lot of potatoes. I want all of your potatoes. Capiche? Cut. Good lord. Yes, of course. And he goes off. Jim Call sits back, crosses his arms, gives a little smirk to Zunk and says, "We're gonna see you can eat more potatoes."
Can we bet on this? Hey, Omeji, you want some of this action?
God, no. Just keep my head down. I don't want to watch him eat all of the potatoes. It's when the beginning of the Great Irish Potato Famine.
God damn it.
Oh man, yeah.
Okay, so now that she's out of her room, you have a problem with a room full of dragons, yes?
Yes, we do.
Okay. I can actually send some of my assassins up there to lower your problem a bit. But, of course, this is a quid pro quo situation.
Alright.
What? What? Oh, is this one of those? What? Is this one of those Surface World games? Okay. What?
What's the pro?
What?
If we do something for you, what do we have to, or what? If you're going to do something for us, what do we have to do in return for you? That's the what.
Oh. Okay, I was afraid there was some new over common language that involved mainly the word what. So here is the pro quo. I send some of my people up to take care of at least part of your dragon problem. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything with that big one, but all I need you to do is travel to the Dorgar city, see what that orc woman is up to with them, and see exactly what it is they're doing besides creating weapons, since it seems they're not doing that anymore.
What the Daragar are doing, and find out she's staying at the Daragar place?
Well, my people aren't saying that she's staying in any of our major cities. Now, she could be staying in one of the side villages, but, well, you see her. You saw that suit. I don't see her staying in a side village. No, I believe she probably is staying in the Dorigar city. However, if you can, follow her, find out what she's doing, and find out what the Dorigar are doing.
Okay.
Oh, it's not really that simple, of course.
Okay, well...
You see, the Dorigar aren't nearly as free-thinking as we are, and they usually enslave people when they show up unless they show up with something of great value. So, you're going to need to find a way to disguise yourselves as Dorigar.
Okay.
And your furry friend there, Zunkarat, I believe he is, I don't know, probably a foot or two too tall to be able to pass himself off as a dwarf.
I would say he's probably 3 or maybe 4 feet too tall for that. Same with the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yes, you are big boys.
Indeed.
So, if you can figure out a way to do that, I can figure out a way to whittle down your dragon problem. But, enough talk of business. Let us eat, and then tomorrow you can go and meet with the other combatants. So dinner goes on. They bring out like more meat. For Jim Call, they bring out all the potatoes, and he's just chopping them up and chomping them down, swallowing them. Each one he's just staring deep into Zucker's eyes as he eats all of these potatoes.
The enlarged plate of potatoes.
Wait, what'd you say?
Enlarge this plate of potatoes. Make it really difficult.
There's the food that's in his mouth. Or in his throat.
Yeah, he doesn't even care if you just enlarge a plate of potatoes. He just cuts them up even more until they were the size of regular potatoes, and then he still keeps eating them. Tidia says, "That's 42. Hey, 42 today is compared to what? You're 30? Lightweight." Then they just go and they bring out like dessert, which is just, pie, cake, whatever. Anything else you guys want to discuss with dinner before you head off to bed?
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
All right, we're gonna put the bed. I think I put it right here. No, that's a lot. Okay, let's say the bedrooms are on another floor. So you guys each go into your bedrooms. You guys each have a little after dinner mint, and you also have a bell. And if you ring this bell, then you will have the company of your choice for the night.
Okay. I'm not going to. I was just wondering.
Oh no! Like I said, it's there.
Okay.
If anybody wishes to partake in that, you do. I'm not role playing out any of your sexual escapades.
Okay, never mind then.
Oh man.
Okay, I just go to bed then.
I just want to make sure that we all heard what I heard. I'm not role playing.
I heard.
Escapade. You're saying
Okay. I guess.
I heard I'm not role playing your sexual escapade. You're like, well, what's the point then?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
All right, and I know I just downloaded this place, and hopefully I still have it. We're up with the trading ground. Oh yeah, those are the bedrooms, right? That's what everybody's bedroom looks like. Each of you have a room just like that.
Where? On the left?
Upper right hand corner, right here.
That's a bedroom?
Yep, here's the bed. Then you have a study. You have a living room. This dude is rich.
Wow. Okay. So I go in and I commune with my God and kind of figure out what do I do now that my life mission seems to be over. I'm kind of lost. I'm a lost soul.
Unfortunately, I don't remember what your god sounds like, so I'll just go with.
He's just a gravelly old dwarf.
Ah. Well. You found yourself a new mission, boy. Which means you now know one of the ways this whole thing can all fall apart and be destroyed. And all of that knowledge just brought down to dust. Now I can't tell you where to start, because most of these things are gone from the knowledge of anyone, and for a good reason. Listen, you'll see it when the time's right, and you'll know what to do with it. You've been knowledgeable so far. You've learned how to turn into a wizard, Harry, so that you could, become even stronger. And that's a good thing. I'm proud of you for it. No matter what your friends say, I know you're still a cleric at heart.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. Okay, well, I'll keep going. Of course, thanks for...
wait, I can say this much, though.
Okay.
Be worried about the vampire, but be terrified of other things.
Like what?
Like, I don't know. maybe tiny annoying things you never thought about before that start getting way out of your weight class and start becoming thorns in everyone's side.
Okay. I will be wary for those. What do you know about these guys we're going to be fighting next?
Oh, head cases.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of them have more than one head, if that helps.
Oh, okay. How many of them are there?
Well, you know, every team can choose to either have 4 or 5 members. You guys have chosen to have 4 members.
Right. Okay.
I think they have 5, though.
Oh, alright, cool.
I mean, you know, I don't just sit around watching fucking sports all day. I'm usually reading or studying.
I understand you're very busy, but you've got such vast knowledge, I figured you would just know that anyway.
Yeah, well, you know, a whole lot of people, when it comes to my vast knowledge of sports, are just trying to figure out who to lay money on.
Well, that's true. That's what I was going to ask next. Should we lay money on ourselves, or should we lay money on these guys?
Lay money on yourselves, because honestly, I'm not going to give you any more answers than that.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. All praise be to Rourke's, and thanks for the pep talk.
Not a problem. And remember, reading is fundamental.
I will remember that. That's my new motto, my new mantra. I just keep saying over and over again, reading is fundamental, reading is fundamental.
Marduk is gonna love you.
So, yeah, I just go to bed. Have my long rest.
All right. Anything for Doc?
No. Dara's just gonna tune in for the night. You know, it's been a while and we've had a long ass day. And the shrooms have left me with a lot to think about.
Cool. Zuck?
I'm going to turn every statue the opposite way in the room. I'm just going to turn them all around.
Nice.
Oh gosh, is Zuck around about to have a prison date?
So, are we all in the same, like, rooms beside each other, or are we just in the same wing? Like, do we hear them out there moving statues around? And
Yeah. You hear.
Jesus, man, what are you doing out there?
What? Just the statues around. I don't need them looking at me.
I told you potatoes were a bad idea.
I ate a lot, okay?
You're not sleeping in the middle of the living room.
Potatoes rock, man.
Yeah, have fun. Try not to get arrested. Don't break anything. I go to bed. I summon earplugs.
All right. Shoot. And X, if you're still here. Anything you're doing tonight?
Moping. No, I'm not doing anything.
All right. While you were trying to mope inside your room, you hear a knock, and it's Jim Call. Hey, man, can I come in?
Are you a vampire?
Whatever, dog. And he just kind of steps into your room. You're cool, right?
Sure.
Look. Oh, shit. Did you try to cut that off, man?
No.
Yeah, good. Make sure you don't.
You tried?
Of course. I didn't try to do that. And if I did, I would have been able to tell you that even if you do chop the whole thing off, it'll grow right back. Damn this thing, just like a worm.
Must be a way.
Well, I don't know. You know how the legends say it. Best way is just to go and cut off the head of the one that gave it to you. But nobody's ever done it, so we don't know.
We could always try. We both know who gave this to us. There's more of us than him.
That's a damn good point. We're gonna have to try it sooner or later. And
Why don't we try tonight?
we could give it a shot. But listen to me on this one. Hear me out. We could try for it tonight. Maybe we could succeed, maybe we could get him. But if we meet and make it all the way to the end of this tournament, you know, right before we go up against Mindy, then all the big wigs are gonna be there. And you know how they like their shows. They'll be in the four of them, or 4 or 5 of them in one place, and God willing, both of our full teams. Take them all out in one fell swoop. What do you think?
Sure, yeah.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna tell you. You guys are going up against the head cases. All I can say for a fact is one of the team members is how do I put this delicately? Oh fuck it. One of the team members is a Hydra.
Okay. So, cut it all at once, right?
Man, I don't know. Last team that went up against them, you know, a whole bunch of guys with a whole bunch of daggers and knives. Shit ain't work out too well for them. They got eaten right up. So I know they got a Hydra, and I know they got like some 2-headed giant. I think it's called an Etin or something. I don't know. I don't know about the rest of the team though.
Are you sure you want to get out of here?
Man, I gotta make sure I get me, my sister out of here, and I kind of growing close to the rest of my team too. Want us all to get out of here.
You know how I got out of here? I didn't.
Man, I ain't seen the sunshine in a long time.
See, I still work here.
Yeah, we're all still slaves. Property. That's the word they use, isn't it?
You still want to fight, even though you're not actually getting your freedom?
Oh. Well, that's what the whole plan for is to get rid of all of them at once. Yeah, you're right. Ain't no point in us going ahead fighting, becoming champions just so we can stay here as slaves. We gotta figure out how to get these damn scars off our back, and we gotta figure out how to get up top. Hell, I don't mind fighting in your army, or, you know, just living a good life up there, away from all this shit.
It's not much different, you know?
It ain't?
Nope.
God damn it, man, but it might be nice to feel the sun on my back again.
I think you might appreciate how cold it is down here.
You know what? Maybe you're right, X. Maybe you're wrong. But I know I definitely want to have that choice. So listen up. The way I see it, we got a thing now where The rules say you can win by knockout, or we can just make it look and make the fights look right. But you got to keep your head strong. You got some strong teams ahead of you, and I don't know if you ever tried to negotiate with a Hydra or a two-headed giant, but those guys don't listen. But we're all going to the training grounds tomorrow. We're gonna have to keep on happy faces. There's a whole lot of ears over there. So keep your head up, and we'll figure things out as we figure things out.
Good luck.
Luck to you too, bro. And he leaves. So morning comes, light breakfast, and you guys find yourself in the courtyard. You guys can all see the big courtyard, right?
Should be.
See you, Zen.
All
Night,
right.
y'all.
All right. See you, man.
Night, Jura.
All right. So you guys all, the courtyard is the entire map now, right?
Yes.
All right. Good. So, X and Jim Call and his team are kind of off on one side. They're talking, they're practicing. There's like ground reporters and everything going to each of the teams in areas where people are practicing. Some of the reporters are having Jim Call and X, pose for a whole bunch of quick portraits and everything because they used to be friends and now they're bitter enemies. And reporters ask them a whole bunch of questions. It's a whole bunch of bullshit, and you guys are happy that you're off to the side and don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
You do see, Dar.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I have to find her. You do see a lady with a hood over her head, kind of sitting on a corner, while the two-headed giant is doing push-ups. Oh, right, okay. She's right here. Fuck me, I did it again.
I'm trying to organize my sheet as well, and it's doing stuff.
Alright, you guys can bring yourselves wherever you want to on the map.
Alright, so let me zoom out. Courtyard, yes.
Oops, actually. That was the wrong picture.
So Jim Call is going to be on our team? Is that the thing? No, he has his team.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's not here. Yeah, you guys are surrounded by reporters. There's a whole bunch of training dummies. All that good stuff.
Nice.
So there's a lady with brown skin, and a hood. Pretty eyes when you look deep into them, but she's just kind of sitting off on herself. Looks like she is a member of the Head Cases. Gotta find a picture.
Oh man, it's always the cute ones.
Well, she's just on our team. You can have a talk with her. She's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, would you like to go out? Oh, and by the way, I might bash your head in next week. Or vice versa, dealer's choice.
I saw you practicing that. That's really the line you're going with?
Well, to be honest, I haven't really been putting much attention to, speaking to people much. I've kind of been focused on my work.
Oh, I totally know what you mean. My name's Rakia, by the way. Hi.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Congratulations on making it through the tournament this far. I hear you guys have been doing well.
Well, it's not been so bad. Been a little violent. My friends are all crazy.
Well, maybe crazy is good.
Probably because of all the heads.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, they say two heads are better than one, but no, we got a lot more than that.
So, what about you? What do you
Yeah.
what do you bring to your team?
Oh, I guess try to keep people in their place.
Oh, that can mean so many things.
No, it's fine. Honestly, I'm like the non-crazy one, so I kind of keep everybody together. I mean, this is a two-headed giant. The guy's usually punching himself in the face, and well, of course, that's a fucking Hydra.
Oh, how did you guys even, team up with one of those? Those are like legend.
Yeah, team up is a really nice way of putting it. Somebody really, really, really wanted a team called the Head Cases, so they started finding people with multiple heads.
Oh, well, who knows if everything goes well, then you guys will probably be famous.
You guys, though, I mean, you guys just came out of nowhere with the former champion coming down, killing that purple worm. I mean, really, when you turned it to a mouse and you started trying to make it fly in the air, that was crazy.
It was, wasn't it? Took us a while to get some traction, I'll give you that, but eventually we did what we had to do. I mean, we were all pretty dedicated guys, so we find a way.
I hope it's not rude, and if you don't mind my asking, but what bathhouse did you go to? Because I thought you were going to smell like the innards of a purple worm, and you smell great.
Well, we've been guests of the what's his face? Guests of
Anansi.
we've been guests of Anansi, so we've had his facilities at our disposal. Is it not the same for the other teams? Or is it mostly because we have the former champion on our team?
No. Having a former champion and is definitely giving you guys some privileges. I gotta tell you, those honeypots over there, I don't think that they're feeling those advantages at all. But, we're not the jealous type over here.
Oh. Well, we didn't choose it, so it's not like we're going to lord it over anyone. Besides, to us it's just a job. We're here for a purpose. I hope that if we ever cross paths in this arena, that we have a good fight. I'm sure you're pretty talented in your own right.
Oh, you call me pretty. That's so nice of you.
Well, you are. You have nice eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Will you be training today?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm actually getting ready to go run and do that right now. Like I said, good luck, guys. Hopefully you get past the Fast and Furious.
Well, that's what we're training for.
Alright, see you guys at the pool.
I thought we were going for the head shrinkers or whatever the fuck they're called, not the fast.
The head cases. No, I think the Fast and
No, the
Furious is
head
next.
cases are going against the shit. Now, you guys are up against the Fast and Furious next. The head cases, I want to say, are against Know Me Your Business. Yeah. The
Yeah,
head cases are against Know Me Your Business.
but we'll
Oh.
eventually meet them, I think, if
Okay,
they
well,
if they go
What
through.
about let's concentrate on what we've got for this. What about the Fast and the Furious? What's their deal?
Oh, those guys? I heard they have a couple of. I know they have some gnolls on their team, but
No.
I heard they have a werewolf.
Oh. Werewolves
Wait,
are old news to us, baby.
Oh, oh yeah, I can actually smell that. Wow.
Right.
Wait, you were a werewolf? That's pretty rad.
Yeah, well, I guess it's rad. I don't know. It's just kind of is, My hair blows in the wind because I'm super cool.
And then just then you hear.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, well, look at here, sis. Oh yes, look here. This really is a handsome one. You know, brother, I think I might be able to steal this one off of you. No, no chance of that at all. Hello, Beefcake.
Oh boy.
You can't be talking to me because
He's talking to you. He's talking to you.
my physical strength is really not very high. But I appreciate the comment, the compliment. I see you find it warm enough to not wear a shirt. Maybe you can't fit. Can you get a shirt to work over the wind?
He says, "Oh yes, these. Hold on." And he snaps his fingers, and he's got the same face, same body, but the wings are gone now.
Okay. Still no shirt though, eh? All right.
Oh, come on. Do you think it would be fair to the world for me to cover this? The portraitors are out here now, and trust me, they can't get enough. And he's just flexing his little heart out.
Okay.
It's so awesome.
So are you? Who are you guys? Are you just
Oh.
fans?
My fans. Okay. Yeah. My name is Lyra. This is my brother, Ariel. And you're two of the members of Team Honeypots.
Oh.
Oh.
I didn't know. I didn't know you guys were on that team. I didn't think they had that many guys. I mean, I'm a cleric of the God of Knowledge, and I don't even know who you guys are. So.
We're just simple peasants who found their way down in this underground and got stuck in this tournament, and now we're trying to get our way back out.
Peasants with wings.
With wings? Oh, well, no. Even with wings, it's still kind of hard to fly around in these damn caves. Always some type of stalactite trying to eat you. It's really gross. You have any idea how gross it is down here? I mean,
Yeah.
there are so many fucking oozes.
I hear you, sister. It's not. It's not for the faint of heart. That's for sure.
So, that knowledge of yours, any of it carnal?
I mean, fair amount.
Brother, quit picking on him. He has training to do, and we need to get to training too. We were just introducing ourselves. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Hey!
See you guys later.
Alright, Zunk, while you are looking at your friends all flirt with various people, two little shrimps walk up to you. They are deep gnomes. Two deep gnomes walk up to you. Can you believe it? Yeah. Your friends are getting all googly-eyed over the competition. Oh, what's your name, by the way?
Drunk?
He's typing.
I don't think he is.
No, he's not.
Sorry, what's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Two deep gnomes walk up to you and they say, "Man, your friends are getting all googly-eyed over the competition." Yeah, they're gonna need to be careful. Hey,
I
what's your
still
name, by
haven't-
the way?
I still haven't seen the competition.
That's a good one. That's actually good. I'm gonna have to use that one. Yeah, you're a funny guy.
I'm just, who are you?
Nobody your business? I can't believe he actually got that stupid name to work in a proper response. Sorry. My name is Peter Switch. That is my wife, Rebecca Switch. And we are the two main the two members of our team. They also teamed us up with a bunch of fucking dick kickers.
Thanks.
A bunch of what now?
Dick kickers. You know, red hats kick you in the dick. Dick kickers. Dear, they're called red caps. Yeah, well, all I ever see them do is kick anybody in the dick.
Zunk is just covering himself.
We're not dick kickers.
Anybody could be a dick kicker.
Anyway, so look, you guys aren't from around here, obviously. And I'm thinking you guys aren't sticking around here either, right?
Maybe we are. What's it to you?
Look, we might have some trouble escaping, but we actually do still have some areas down here that the Duragar and the Drow don't know much about. All I'm saying is, next time, purple worms don't really backtrack, so if you ever see one or figure out where one's been going through, you might want to walk through yourself. You might find something surprising. Alright, so out of code, what he just told you was, in addition to Adorgar City, you know where that is, and the different Drow cities, he is letting you know there are also Deep Gnome colonies down here. And the Deep Gnomes are the only non-evil group in the Underdark, to my knowledge. There's actually probably some non-evil fungus, and I think that's it. Oh no, I'm not kidding. There's a non-evil sentient fungus, like called myconoids or something. But between them and the gnomes, that's really it for
Those are
non-evil.
really evil. What are you talking about?
Myconoids? No, we're not.
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. Well,
They're
okay.
nasty as hell.
Well, they're nasty as hell. If you fight them, you don't have to fight them. They're neutral. They are what? Are they, chaotic neutral?
Alright, interesting. Show your work, both of you.
All right, hold on. Let me find my. I think they're in the monster manual.
Alright, Ben, you go first. I genuinely want to hear this because I don't know much about them. I don't know anything about them.
They're kind of they're a spore creature, really.
Uh-huh.
But I could have swore that they were.
Oh, they're fucking trouble if you fuck with them. But I do believe they won't fuck with you unless you fuck with them first. All right, yeah, they're lawful neutral or unaligned, so that's the deal.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
not bad.
yeah. So they're neutral, which means that if you go stomping around, you go stomping on them, they will mess you up. And yes, they are fully capable of messing you up.
Okay, yeah, well, that's. I'd say that's not bad.
And the deep gnomes are literally decent folk. They're just as decent as regular gnomes. The main issue is they have to hide because everybody else is capable of, willing to, and desirous of kicking their asses.
Wow.
Deep gnomes usually. Oh yeah. This is the whole reason of me introducing them. Is now you guys know they exist for whatever you decide to do after this.
Yeah. I want to go to them after. If we had known, my vote would have been to go to them first.
You literally did not know until just now. You were just now finding out about them.
What kind of gnomes are they? Are they like gadget, crazy, weirdo gnomes? Or
Oh, deep gnomes?
Yeah.
They're really smart. They are tinkers, but they don't let anybody in on their secrets. That's about it.
Yeah, they're skittish. They're great hiders. They are the only better trappers than them are possibly the kobolds, and I think they actually still outpace the kobolds because they are smarter than them. But they're also a little bit braver.
They are master illusionists, so they won't really trap you, but they'll lead you the wrong way and you'll get fucked up.
Right. So their traps are to lead you the wrong way. You end up in a cave in, or you end up in like a fucking purple worm nest. So they are good allies. They are terrible people to fuck over.
Do they have are they a playable race?
They don't have. They have a lot of stats. They don't have the plus minuses on them.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be too hard for me to do something because you already have gnome stats. I would probably do something like give them dark vision since they're down here. I think they have it anyway. And I would probably give them. I would probably see where else I would go because we already have the Tinkers already have intelligence. Somebody already has that. Since they are good at finding their way around places, I probably drop the 1 onto wisdom, depending on wherever else gnomes after 2 at.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have no problem with making them a playable race. You would just be a charcoal black gnome, so everybody would be like, "The fuck happened to that drow?"
it would be. I think one of the things I always wanted to play and never got around to playing is Artificer.
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna ever come out, but yeah.
Because Ben, you had your Artificer and he treated you like crap.
That was really just bad rolls.
Yeah.
Artificers aren't terrible.
No, Artificers are decent. It's just that you couldn't roll for shit with that dude. That was just wild.
I hit the broadside of a barn.
No, literally not. No.
Ever. Every shot I took with him, it was really badass, and all that fucking lead up to it, and then nothing. Just another miss.
If you would have just been a bow and arrow user, nobody would have even noticed. But you had this huge fucking cannon, so everybody saw you miss.
Well, bowmen get to shoot more than once. I only got to shoot a single time, and that kind of made it bad. There was really no average there.
Yeah.
Alright, so the Ungrateful Dread have not shown up, so you will not know what type of undead they are. However, showing up in their fucking sweaters and their little fucking khakis are gift good.
Gift good, right, yeah. Because they are the late replacement, right?
Yeah. But they say, yeah, well, we're not, also rounds or replacements. That stupid little cave-in and that massive damage that happened, yeah, that was a terrible accident. one that we had absolutely nothing to do with, dude.
Can we do inside checks?
You can, but it's just going to tell you they had absolutely everything to do with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't trust them I don't trust them at all. Oh my god.
Yes, you do.
The evidence
See,
is
this guy,
inconclusive.
this guy knows what I'm talking about. Come over here, bro. Give it to me. He tries to give you a fist bump.
Well, I have my hammer like in greeting. It's like, it is an honor to be in the tournament with you, and I look forward to an honorable fight. Kind of like a standard greeting, a boilerplate greeting.
Oh my gosh, you hear this dude? He's all like, it was the first to be honored with you and honor. Oh my gosh, man. These sounds so fucking gay, bro.
Oh. Well, honor sounds different to different people, I suppose.
Whatever, dude. Listen. You lift?
Sometimes.
Alright, man. What do you push up, man? What do you push up?
I lift soldier spirits. I lift this hammer. I lift the torch.
Oh my dude, what a fucking lame. Alright, bro. We're gonna go. But you call us and we gotta hang out sometime.
That sounds awesome. See you guys in the arena.
Yeah.
Oh. Hopefully that has given us a sneaky advantage. They think we're crap.
Are any
What's
of
that?
the nulls here?
Good question. There is one knoll. Yeah, there's one knoll and there's one werewolf. Well, no, there's a knoll and there's a dude with a receding hairline.
And I take it like the null's the only other really big guy here, right?
Yeah. He's
Yeah, I
standing next to
mentioned-
the guy with the receding hairline.
I imagine
can
this
walk
is
up
kind
to
of
his
like
one.
the prison yard, and Zuckerat's gonna go right up to him and push him around.
Oh, awesome! Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
Zunk, get him.
spectating.
Yeah, fuck him up, Zunk.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask that you don't push my friend, please.
I'm gonna really exaggeratedly look around for where this squeaky noise is coming from.
I'm sorry, sir. I was asking you, not to do those things that you're doing to my friend. You won't like it very much.
I'm gonna poke this guy in the chest.
Oh, good. Please don't. Why?
This is so priceless.
Just gonna keep poking this dude back.
Okay. Sir, if you keep poking at my friend, I'm going to have to stop you.
This is going to end so awesomely.
I'm gonna lean all the way down into this dude's face. Damn it.
Can I give him
Guidance.
fucking guidance spell?
You know what? I'm actually gonna re-roll this. I'm gonna use my inspiration on it.
And does he get advantage because I'm helping?
Okay, so this is so you do go ahead and you intimidate him. All right, and he is going to go. Oh, okay then.
I knew it.
I asked you to leave my friend alone. Now, I'm telling you, leave my friend alone.
Woo,
He turns
boy.
into, he is now furry, standing on his hind legs, teeth bared, and he is your height.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
Zoka's gonna square up with this dude who's now his height, and then headbutt him.
Alright, that's good. Hold on. Go ahead and roll for headbutt. So that's going to be an unarmed attack. So that is your strength. Yeah, that's a d20 plus your strength. And the damage is 1 plus your strength.
Oh, don't use the horns?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You're a Minotaur, so you can actually get a full headbutt on. I forgot about that.
Uh-huh. I can also bonus action shove, which I may as well do. I'm gonna poke him in the chest again.
Alright. And he is going to headbutt you back.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's not quite used to using his head that way. She says, fine. And instead of trying to headbutt you, he is going to just try to take a little bite at you.
Oh, he's actually gonna use teeth?
No. Right as soon as he gets ready to bite at you, arrow goes between the two of you, and he ends up biting the arrow in half.
Is it my girl? Is it my girl?
If your girl was one of the drow ladies in the winery that was telling the other lady to be quiet, that was her.
Oh yeah, she's one of them.
Okay. The girl you're talking to just looks bemused at the two big furry people getting in each other's faces.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Hey,
though, yeah.
no fighting until the arena. You know the rules. So, listen. You and me tomorrow. We're the fast and the furriest. Yep, you're already furry. I think you're on the wrong side, son. You need to hang out with your own people.
Came up with that name.
This guy over here. He goes, "Row, fast and furious." No, I'm sorry. He goes, yeah, we're the fast and furious. It don't matter if you win. It don't matter if you win by 1 second or 1 hour. When you face the fast and the furious, you're gonna know that you're in for a long ride. Because there's only 2 things the fast and furious care about, and one of them's family. And you don't turn your back on family.
What's the other thing?
What?
You said there were 2 things. What's the other thing?
Family.
Okay. Are you guys all family?
Sometimes families look different. Sometimes I can look like a little square pissant like you. Sometimes the family looks a little bit more badass. But if you got something running down in that carburetor, then you can go ahead and make sure you actually turn up first and make yourself mean something.
I just don't see anything.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 5-0. The things I'm gonna do for my country.
I don't even know what any of that means. Okay, so what is it, just you and this guy. What's this guy's deal? So it's the werewolf and the gnoll.
Yeah, that's who's talking right now. The Noel was the one who was just talking like Vin Diesel.
Oh, okay. What about the other one? The werewolf was the little whiny guy.
Yeah.
So is it just you two? Is this all we have to be? Just you two?
Maybe a few of our friends are a little bit dead, but I can do this. I mean, I didn't really mean to waste that like that. And see, all of a sudden, more werewolves appear.
Yo.
Oh.
And, you know, a couple of our friends were more furry than fast, so they're gone, but
Right.
the strong of us remain. They said they have something planned, special planned, since there's only like 2 or 3 of us left. Hopefully 3. Hopefully he pulls through.
It would be a shame if he didn't.
Yeah. We're supposed to be meeting in the pool area. I don't know what that means.
The pool area.
X does know what it means, but he and Jim Call are gone, and Sunkarat are gone. So they can't explain. No, sorry. And Jim Call are gone, so they can't explain to you what the pool is.
It sounds like they want to give you a bath or something.
Yeah, but what's it to you? I don't. And then after Sunkarat runs away, he says, "Well, I don't actually need a bath, sir. Honestly, it's just wolf musk."
Well, it's potent. I'll give you that.
It's that's very rude, sir. You're being a very rude person right now.
No, it's good. Isn't that
I hope
what
this isn't gonna
you're
mess up my
supposed
computer.
to rub your musk on stuff?
All right,
Sure,
so
ladies,
let's get into
wolves
it.
love
So
it.
I'll be in charge of.
Thank you. It's not so bad. It's decent. Yeah. I have a little bit of luck with the lady wolves.
No, not bad. So, okay. Well, it's nice meeting you, and I'm gonna leave it all out there in the what the fuck is the Coliseum, and no hard feelings.
Yes. When next we meet, we will be foes.
That's right.
And then he does a little eye thing to Zunkarat. He takes his eyes, his fingers, points them in his eyes, and then points them at Zunkarat.
Zuckerhead just cranks up his middle finger in response.
And he says, "Moo." Alright, so we kind of gave you guys up. They sent you off to your locker rooms. And that ends this afternoon. You guys still have well into the evening. And you have the freedom to explore all of the different towns if you wish. You don't have right now, you have the freedom to explore the different towns if you wish.
Oh,
How far away is the deep dwarves or fucking gnomes house or city?
All right, I'm gonna need you to all give me stealth checks to see how you're going to be able to hide and talk to them.
absolutely. I will use a guidance on this.
Yeah. All right, cool. I guess you up to 19. Guess you up to 14
Yeah.
Yeah, 14. I got 15.
and 12.
I'll guidance sunk.
Well, you guys aren't exactly the quietest around. Look, our last village, the last area, was raided. That's where we were captured. But we were able to fend them off and get most of our people going off in a direction. I do know if we go kind of past the area where they have the black rock. We should have been going south beneath there. So I believe south beneath the area from the black rock, you might have some luck running into our people. But you'll need to prove that we're friends first. And are we friends? Are we on the same side? Do we see eye to eye or eye to knee, waist, belt, belly button?
What do you guys think?
Do I have any flowers? We can tell him that we are 5 freedoms.
Oh, yeah, the Five Freedoms Army. You hear that, honey? They're the Five Freedoms Army. Isn't that great? Dear, listen. You know you don't know who the Five Freedoms Army any more than you knew who those goblins and orcs were. We don't make it up to the surface very much. However, and she looks into your eyes and says, you all have kind eyes. I believe that you're probably on the right side. But the rest of our people are going to be kind of skittish. I will say that some of our people, the 3 of them, were captured by the Dorigar and they're enslaved. I think they're working at the gates. If you can free them, they might be able to show you where the village is.
That actually sounds good, because we did intend to look into that. I'm sure we can help your friends.
Okay, that sounds great.
You said that they were enslaved?
Yes, just small things. I mean, after all, gnomes aren't that great at mining or forging. That's what they tell them. So they probably just put them in, one of the taverns just serving drinks. I don't know if you ever had Dorgar beer. It's the worst. No flavor, all alcohol. Oh, and I'm sorry. Yeah, in general, all the Dorgar food is bland. They eat only for nutrition. They don't find any joy in food, no joy in drink. There's no music in the Dorgar city. That place sucks. So yeah, some things you'll want to know before you do try to get there, whether you try to disguise yourselves or not. The Dorgar don't do joy. And I mean that they don't take any joy in food, they don't take any joy in music, they don't take any joy in drink. They're an extremely dour, sour people.
Alright, so do we have any idea? For some reason I kept thinking that the Reina was Durga. I kept forgetting that she was thing. Do we have any kind of a lead, guys, on how to get to the Durga?
We have a map.
Yeah, you know exactly where the city is. The question is getting in there without getting chains on your arms.
Right. Well, is there anyone here who can give us some more information on getting in and out of the Durga encampment city?
Yeah, that's a good question. So you guys are, let's see, you're not in, crap, I don't want to pull out my document. We'll say that you are in the city that's near, you're in one of the cities that's near the arena. So you will be in the city that has all this stuff that comes from the underground. This is the shopping area. So you guys are going to be in a shopping area where they get all the risky stuff for the rich people.
Yeah.
That's the place you're in right now. So while there's a whole lot of rich drow running around buying all sorts of shit from the surface world, there's also a lot of workers. So you might be able to find something you put your ear to the ground, but you're gonna have to be careful because the drow love to stab each other in the back, and they're all about espionage and being tricky. So be careful how you step.
Yeah, that makes sense. We would probably need X to help with that. He's good at this. He knows the area, and he would know how to talk to, right?
He would.
Can I use? Because you said there's normal people around, right?
Yeah. There's drow. There's normal people. There's slaves of all sorts. Drow slaves, human slaves. Probably every slave you can think of. Probably even some Minotaur slaves, honestly.
I'm thinking that maybe Zunk could play it out as he would in any haven and try to pick a target with this.
Okay.
Find somebody who doesn't look too important and then just press him.
Well, actually, like we noted, you've actually kind of played into this already. There were an awful lot of reporters here, and they saw that little, macho shit with you and the werewolf.
Oh.
Some people also heard about that thing with the potato war.
You were right. He's causing a potato incident.
None of these guys got fucking any potatoes. So I ate them all.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a good city for you.
Oh yeah.
So many villages.
Should we go to the gnome place and see if they got any ideas to get us in the Durgar?
I think that's the conundrum. The gnomes want us to help.
Oh,
free.
right.
They won't let us in.
Yeah.
Until we go. Right, okay.
Yeah, like Zunkarat has told you, and we'll say Zunkarat knew because Ben knew it. X would have told you that he's only ever even heard rumors of a deep gnomes, and the main rumor he heard was blindly going down their tunnels is a good way to end up lost forever.
Yeah, that makes sense from what I just learned.
So it's not even as simple as they won't let you in. You might be able to get in, but you're gonna be traveling through places where purple worms used to be, and even though they usually don't turn back around, they might today.
Yeah.
Can they lead us there? Or I should say, can they get us in safely if we do this thing for them?
Oh, you guys only have freedom to move around because you're under the sponsorship of Anansi. These guys are basically not on chains, but they can't really go anywhere freely.
Right.
They must hate us, actually.
Yes, I didn't mention that, but most of them really are not fond of your special treatment.
Yeah.
Yes, that is absolutely true.
Yeah, I think Dar only just realized that from talking to that girl.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, you get it?
No, go ahead. What were you saying? I know I found what I was looking for.
I think Zunk is going to look around and put his paws on one of these reporters and sit him down.
Oh, hi. How can I help you?
Just gonna get right up to this dude's face and directly say, "Tell me how to get into the Durgar."
You don't want to get into that city. Honestly, that place has no taste. Beer tastes terrible, food tastes terrible. What the hell are we going to go over there for?
That's an awesome voice. It's an awesome accent, I should say.
Just gonna let that silence hang.
All right, here we go. I'll give you this. Because honestly, you don't want to go in there looking like you do right now. You're looking at us thrown back there, pal. So if you go in there like that, they're going to start trying to get you to lift stuff, pull stuff, whatever. But here's everything you need to know to blend in with a door guard. I wrote this last year. And he hands you a report on this door guard life.
Immediately just gonna pass that over to Mitchie.
It's a map.
No, it's an article on this the door guard.
Oh. Okay, what's it say?
That's an excellent question. Yes, you can absolutely read it. I am A, putting together the city where you are in right now, and B, I am going to see if
You cut off.
can't find a bunch of Beauregard information and give it to you
Okay.
because I did not write that.
Interesting.
Sometimes you got too many maps, guys.
I remember this place. Don't remember this one.
All right, that's where you guys are now. Yeesh.
My internet is so slow that these are always blank. I don't see any spoilers.
Yeah, it was places we were before, I think.
Yeah, I tried to keep it to places you saw before this time, but this is the city you're in now. And let me see. Hopefully, I have a page on the door guard here, but I don't think they're in Volo, so I don't think I have it just to show you. So I'll do this.
It seems like a pretty nice village. It'd be like
This is the ritzy place. This one is a big, rich city.
Yeah.
So this is where, like I said, they get all the newest fashions, newest foods, finest things. This is the richy part of there. It's also kind of a tourist trap area.
Yeah. What are these peach lilac things?
Those are probably the anti-teleport trees. Some of those are luminescent, the bright light fungus.
Take out the I in the beginning and you have it.
There we go. That's what the problem was.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what that stuff is.
Yeah. This is awesome. It does actually look like a cool city, because I think the only real problem I would have with being underground is the darkness.
Alright, this is a short one, but I'll link this in Discord for you. So basically what it ends up being is what I was telling you before. The main thing you need to remember with the Beauregard is these guys build, they dig, and they build. And just like the Drow are dedicated to Loth, they're dedicated, and I forgot their guy's name right now, I apologize. They're dedicated to theirs too, except theirs took away their ability to feel joy. They really hate all the other dwarves, just like the Drow really hate all the other elves. Now I can tell you that the Drow hate the other elves for a couple of reasons. The last time when Loth split and they ended up down here anyway, the elf god actually shunned the Drow, and that's the reason why they have light sensitivity now. So the rest of the elves look at the Drow as pure traitors, and the Drow look at the elves as people who turned their backs on them. to keep it short. The Duergar are basically extremely greedy people who kept digging and kept building and never took any joy out of it and just kind of keep moving. So they're more or less cursed to be kind of like purple worms, where all they have is digging, moving, and consuming. Nothing else really.
They build their own fortresses, just like mountain dwarves, though.
Yeah.
It's
They
not
build.
tunnels or anything. It's grand halls and all kinds of shit.
Exactly. They build, and that's it. I would argue that they don't have like the intricate cut. Okay, to everybody here, they will both look like stone squares, right?
Yeah.
But to dwarves, the mountain dwarves, everything will show you the intercut diamonds, the marble, and everything else that actually makes it beautiful and unique. And how the drows just put up some fucking squares and shit. So most of you guys probably wouldn't notice a difference between like a drow fortress or a mountain dwarf fortress, but trust me, the dwarves know the difference.
Right.
The main thing you guys need to know is they don't do any joy. So if they catch you laughing, smiling, drinking, or anything, then they'll know that you're not a Duergar. That's assuming you try to disguise yourself.
Oh, don't worry, Ben will fit right in.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do that.
You have seen Duergar before. You fought some.
Mhm.
You remember that X has a couple of their, tokens, jewels? He has something of theirs. So I don't know if that's going to be able to help you make a disguise or figure anything else out or not. But you do at least know what they look like.
Are they magical?
They're magically
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. They can grow. Do they grow to large? I think they actually grow to large, yeah. They can actually grow to large.
They have a lot of, I think, rune magic, rune smiths, wizards.
They can turn invisible. Actually, they can just turn invisible. I mean, that's kind of a problem. Like,
That's a huge problem.
yeah, they can just like literally stand in the shadows and be invisible.
Okay, this is a different question. Can I have taken some of my scrolls and copied them into my spell book? I think there's only 2.
Yeah, I thought you asked me that last week.
Did I? Okay, good. Probably I did.
The answer is yes.
Okay. And really don't know how we're going to disguise ourselves as Duergar.
I don't think we're really going to go for this guy's route.
Yeah, like you said, the other option was having something of value so they don't decide that you're the most valuable thing.
They do trade, it's just that we've got gold. That's about it.
We have a whole bunch of those tokens that we won.
That is true. You can trade those tokens in for items.
Oh yeah, we can't trade them in for people, or like give them.
Whoa, whoa.
Trade for slaves?
You haven't asked.
Probably could.
I didn't even mean that. What I meant was buy our way into the thing. I don't know why I said people. Before you slipped there.
But I do know why I said you didn't ask.
Okay, so
I don't know if you've noticed, but this whole land is a land of debauchery. This is Solomon.
Yeah.
Solomon.
Okay. Okay, I don't really want anything like that, though. By the way, it just slipped out. It's not really true. don't fucking hold me to any of that.
No, we're still OOC right now.
Yeah.
We're kind of deciding what direction you're going to go. I think we could officially call the game officially done right now.
Yeah.
But we're just talking the rest out, giving you information you might need to make some decisions.
Well,
So,
okay.
What were our winnings? Because I must have missed that.
It depends on
let's
how much
see.
you've done.
Yeah, I mean, I decided that you would have bet everything.
I know we
Both
had
times.
270, and that's from that campsite ages ago that we took and split.
No, these are tokens. I don't
Well, yeah,
really
these
do
are
that.
drow tokens that you won while you were down here. You technically weren't here while you weren't on the game while it happened,
Yeah,
but
and we were
you got it
given a certain
yourself.
amount, weren't we?
Yeah, I want to say you have 600,000, or is it 400 and 200?
I have 600, and I think Darren has 300.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so I would have assumed that you bet the same amount on yourself, Ben, because I'm fairly certain Sunkarat would have bet it all on himself.
Yep. All
Yeah,
in.
I would have thought that. So you also have 600,000.
600,000?
Yeah.
The odds were
Is that
against
a
you.
lot?
The odds were really against you in the purple worm fight. They didn't, because you weren't really here for a lot of the important part of the worm fight. See, the worm fight started out with a whole bunch of bullets and ancases and some other things with tremor sense, but they were pumping magical darkness into the arena. So basically, those things were able to tear you guys apart and chew you guys up until you figured out how to deal with the darkness. So because of that, you got huge odds against you.
Yeah, I showed up and then we iced the big guy, and then
Right. So when you showed up, you already missed the darkness part of the battle, which was a real problem for your friends.
We did all the work.
But that's where all the money came from.
To be fair, I didn't do any work either, Zonk. I cast True Seeing, so I could see just fine. And Zonk and Humeji took out the darkness generators.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Zed took out like 2 darkness generators because he needed to see something. He's like, fuck it, I'm shooting that thing because I can't see shit. Because I want to say he got bit. And then I think, was that the day that he couldn't hit anything, or was the purple worm when he couldn't hit anything?
I
it
don't
was
know.
purple worm.
There's been
I don't
so
think he
many
hit
of
the
them.
worm once.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was the purple worm where he couldn't hit anything. And that could have been a problem. I'm glad the rest of you guys pulled through.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, you have 600,000 of these credits, which you could exchange for items, or you have to wait for exchanging them for gold just yet, because
I
gambling's
haven't-
supposed to be illegal.
I haven't bought a single thing. I don't know what I could buy as far as gear goes.
Yeah,
I
you
think-
actually haven't gone to any of the stores.
Yeah.
You missed it. Did Hermeji end up buying that chalice with his name on it?
We
I
got
don't know,
distracted
to be
by
honest.
something.
I don't have it written down, but that doesn't really mean anything.
I think we got distracted by something because I think we needed to go and change the tokens into currency or something like that.
Right, and we never got a chance to make it there yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You guys still have 600,000. You have not gone to the place where you would change your tokens over for prizes and then change those prizes over for money yet. That
Yeah.
has not occurred yet. That's the issue. All right. That's why nobody remembers anything. The guy was just telling you about the giant glass chalice with your name on it.
Yeah. So that sounds
Right.
cool.
I don't know if you guys have. I know you do, Ben. And I know you know what I'm talking about, Mike. But I don't know if you guys have, like, in your amusement parks, you just have this random crap where it just has everybody's name on it. Then you go in and you hope your name's still there, but obviously your name's already been sold out and it's not there anymore.
Like license plates.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's the type of thing it is. That was definitely a carnival fair chalice. It had a bunch of gold and everything on it, but you know full damn well the first time you wash it, all those jewels are falling off. All right, so you guys actually still will have the entire week to go next week. It can go as fast or as slow as you need it to. You can definitely read through those areas and try to figure out exactly how it is you want to tackle the Duergar. Stats will not remain the same, but you can feel free to read up or study on the Duergar however you feel fit. The stats will change, so don't hold on to those, but you can hold on to the rest of the information regarding their society.
Cool.
Okay, cool. All right. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys didn't get to punch anybody in the face today, but I think you learned some things.
It was nice meeting the other teams. I like that part.
And I'm glad we got another big time dream sequence, and you understand that there's some real shit going on.
Yeah.
Inflicted wounds like a son of a bitch. That was good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for running it, and good game, everybody. And we'll see everybody Wednesday.
Cool.
All right.